Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Yes, today we'll be looking a lot. We'll be jumping into a lot of the tactics, right? So got a few tactics already. Two saves I'm going to use. One from Finchbox and the other one from Claudio Almeida. Yeah. This is Monday, so I'm going to be doing a lot of bring your basically looking at your tactics, and I'll open it up to everybody else as well. Um, Yes. Once the show kicks off and everything is off and running, we will be looking at all the other tactics. So without further ado, let's get it started, right? So once we'll just jump straight in. Okay. All right. So I've got a couple already in. Okay, so I've got this message from Claudio. I see you're there. That's why we're starting straight away. I already sent the tactics, but honestly, I'm struggling with which formation is the best for this team. I'm in 2028 and still no Champions League. Only one time Spanish champion and some cups. One of my mistakes is not to have an actual good tactic that performs with these players. I used a 4-4-2 for a long time, but always have some really bad results at some point. Then I try to play with other formations. They have some good results, but then always go down the same road over and over again. Okay. All right. That can be quite depressing, I know. So I've got your save here. So what we're gonna do is first up, just try and understand the team, right? Okay, where you are, where you're at, the whole thing. We'll just look at the whole thing, right? Instead of just looking at a tactic alone. But of course, I'm not a big fan of saying that. Because this tactic is very good, you should be using it with every other team. No, there's no such thing. Tactics need to be adapted. That's it. You can't use one tactic with every single team. I can give you one of my tactics right now, okay, and I guarantee you it's not going to work for a lot of teams, right? Because it's a really crazy system that I've done, and it's for a specific for a specific kind of thing that I was doing. I don't even know where I can find it. Yeah, it's somewhere Holland retro. I made this tactic, right? This is it reminds me of how Holland played in 1980. Like, okay, in the 80s. Okay, but the thing is, most people are gonna go, yeah, right, they were not playing like this. I know, but the movement, I wanted to get some of the movement in. But something like this may not work with every single team. Right? Like right now, I'm probably changing this role to a CM on support, depending on which players I have. This is a very ridiculously attacking tactic where you're gonna have to depend on these two, basically these three, to shield your midfield. So, it may work with some teams, but it's gonna just collapse with any ordinary team, right? So it's not gonna work with everybody. So I'm gonna clear this slot. I'm gonna write something up for the guys on who are supporting me on Patreon. I'm gonna be sending you an article sometime this month, right? So it's gonna talk about Holland. Yeah, it's an ambitious plan of mine to try and retroactively create. I mean, to create some retroactive. The term is what? I won't say it's retroactive. That's the wrong word. To create some retro tactics from the past, So let's ignore all the tactic at the for a start, right? Okay, let's see how you've done as a club. I'm doing well, man. Risky, how are you? This is my part of my daily remote working routine. Okay, all right. So let's see your home inbox, home profile, the manager's profile, right? You've been here for a while, I guess. See, you've been here for a while. You've been at Deportivo for a few seasons. You got them out of second division, B1, and got them into the second division, topping. Then first division, not bad. I mean, this is pretty solid, man. This is some very good performances from Deportivo. As a manager, you've done quite well. I mean, you've won the title once, right? And this is which season? 26, 27, right? So we'll just go to 26, 27. Look at your season. You played okay. This is very interesting. You played a 4-4-2, and then you started, you had such a good start, and then you decided, well, I lost 2 games. Let me just try something new. Very common. A lot of people do this. Like, oh man, there must be a better system. Let me just explain certain tactics, right? The 4-4-2 does concede goals. It can score a few, right? Because it's got two strikers. The 4-1-2-3 or the 4-3-3 DM system. I think this is the one you're using here. That tactic is pretty good. Okay, this is definitely not the 4-3-3 DM. This is something funky, man. Okay, whenever you play asymmetric tactics, I wouldn't plunge into asymmetric tactics straight away, right? It requires a lot of visualization in your head. And it's not always the correct thing, because even I will say I'm not very good at asymmetric tactics, right? So be careful with asymmetric tactics. They may give you a few decent results, and then after that they'll give you a thumping. You went to Barcelona and play a 4-4-2. Okay, one of the reasons why this formation is such a popular formation, even in real life, is because it doesn't concede a lot of goals. The challenge is scoring goals, and that's the situation that a lot of teams face, right? Playing this system. It's not just FM, it's real life, right? You can play like this. Look at Mourinho. Right? We're gonna be doing a new show, guys. I'm kind of done the intro. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, the first very show, right? So I'm doing the. Have I finished doing the intro? No, I haven't. I've got to do the proper intro, which is like me talking to the camera for like 5 seconds. Yeah, it's a slightly different show, man. It's one of those experimental shows. So here we go. You had a red card very early, which is unfortunate. Right, yeah. Very early at a red card, very unfortunate. But these kind of systems are notoriously tough to break down. That's the reality, okay? In the hands of a good team, you're going to have a really hard time finding good goal scoring opportunities. And even then, Barcelona may have beaten you 5-1. Look at the number of shots they had on target, 9, right? These systems struggle to create a lot of great chances, which is one of the reasons why Liquid was so popular in FM17. Because you can camp, and that's the thing. You can only camp with very good players. If you want to play this kind of a tactic, you gotta when you play against this kind of a system, you gotta win this war here. Or you gotta just be either if you wanna go camping, you gotta win the war. Your two central midfielders need to outplay these two. You need to have situations where they drag out their wingbacks, give you space so you can get behind them with your two strikers if you're playing a 4-4-2. So the 4-4, if you're not a top side, playing a 4-4-2 against them can be a challenge. I wouldn't recommend it, no. But you see, then you switch to this tactic, which is asymmetric. Okay, look at your asymmetric system, right? Okay, 1.0. Okay, I do pay attention to XG. I know some people may not, but I do. Okay, I know it's not very popular. I probably am not very popular out there when I say I like XG. I'm not saying it's a tool that's available to us. What am I supposed to do? I have to try and learn to use it, right? I mean, there are some issues. I sometimes feel like this might not be correct. Which is the reason why I went to SI a long time ago and told them to simplify this with shots inside the box, with the feet, and shots outside the box, right? All I want to know is segregate with feet. That's all. They did that for me with feet and with head. But I think they didn't really understand what I was after. I was after shots inside the box and shots outside the box. We don't need this, because then you start seeing people going, okay, it's not really accurate and that shit. Okay, so let's check this out, right? Okay, your XG, your chances. 0. See, this is not very exciting. This ain't exciting. This ain't exciting. This ain't exciting. You got one decent chance the whole game. That's it. Now I do think that they got the XG calculations correct. That much I do agree with, because a lot of people seem to think that was a great chance. It should be a higher XG. No, not really. It depends on the time, angle, whether it's his preferred foot, whether there was whether there was the goalkeeper's positioning is taken into account in SI. Okay, so yeah, it's not like. Yeah, so all that is taken into account. So a lot of things. So this is the only one XG you had here. This, Sasa, whatever his name is, in the 27th? Oh, sorry. He had a shot that was 0.27. So we have to find Sasa Ikovic. He want to be short, so I have to look for him later. Okay, so we done this. So you only really had one great chance. Okay, so you go to analytical data, players, shots, right? So we go to Deportivo, Sasa, my friend. Where are your shots? Okay. All right, there we go. This the one. This is a high XG chance, right? Or rather 27. That's it, it's a free kick. Okay, now if you take that free kick out, because I don't believe that we should count. I mean, if you're gonna talk about your open play chances or how good your tactic was at creating chances in and around the box, this is what you do. You come in here, you take out these kind of chances, because this means you didn't create anything of this entire game, right? You didn't create a single good chance the whole game. You may have a lot of chances, but nah. Expected goals 1.03. You scored 3 goals, which means that your strikers on the day were brilliant, right? You won this game only because your strikers were really good at putting the ball into the back of the net, not because you created good chances. When you're an underdog, you can't depend on strikers being brilliant. You need to depend on creating great goal-scoring chances that the average striker can bury. That's the important thing. So if I were to go to this and just based on this, I would can the tactic immediately. I wouldn't bother playing it anymore. Why? There's no point trying to improve it because it has not created any good chances in a match that you actually won, right? Right. So I'm sorry to say, this is the hard reality. You have to learn how to look at a game and go, it's the number of, I've actually canned a lot of my tactics, right? Which have like high goal scores. Like, you know, I won this game 5-1 or 4-1. Or it's like, wow, this is a great, this must be a great tactic. Then when I look at the tactic, I went like, nah, it's not actually a very good tactic because, yeah, moments of brilliance from my strikers, but how often can I depend on that? So I always look for a balance. Yeah, I can accept the moments of brilliance, but I also want tactics that create like inside the box in this area. You want a tactic to create for you a chance inside this area, at least one. We're not asking for 2 or 3. We're not being greedy here, okay? We just want 1, 20 and higher, 0.20. That means there's a 20% chance of bearing it. Once you start getting a 1 or 2 inside this area, then your tactic, you start becoming better at this game. Let's look at this team, right? 0, again, Jack, nothing here. Not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. Not worth looking at any of these chances. Okay, 0.12, not interested, not interested, not interested. Not interested, not interested, not interested. I have to believe that these numbers are correct. I mean, if I were to go inside this and go debating, okay, you know, maybe it's not really a great XG. You know, I have to go and check. Okay, well, let's go and check one guy out. Nehion Perez, right? So he had a shot, hit the whatchamacallit, the woodwork, right? So let's come in here. For this team, Atletico team, players, shots. Let's go. We gotta find Nehion. Where the hell is he? Shots. Nehion Perez. Okay, the first thing I know, don't waste my time. Really. The guy had one hit the woodwork, I wouldn't even waste my time. You know why? It's off a corner. It's off a corner. I know that some people might say, oh, even you should consider shots from corners. I don't know why. Look at open play. Just concentrate on open play first, right? Yeah. Corners and all, you know, there's a chance that you might score from them. Yeah. Okay, let's look at this corner, right? Okay. Okay, this is a perennial problem, right? I thought we fixed this, man. Behind goal, let's widen the angle. Okay, oops. That's narrowing the angle. No, that's not what I want. Okay, let's go. Let's widen. Let's go out. Okay, let's slow this down. Okay, I want to see. Oh, man, this is crap angle. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's go. See this guy? Hyun. That is like this in real football, right? This is considered, right, very low XG. Not even it's like 0.001 to maybe 0.003. As I said, it's like 7%. Okay, this is 1. Okay, he hits like this didn't hit the woodwork. This is a different one. Okay, it's like don't waste my time. This is like 0.01, 0.02 kind of chance. Okay, when you want to look at his chances, so he got 1 header. What's this? Shots hit woodwork. This is the one. Okay, let's watch this highlight. Right. Okay. Goes in the air, goes in the air, goes in the air, goes in the air. Okay, this, no time. Let's change the angle. There's no time, right? Sideline. Okay, bloody hell, this is not good enough. TV. Okay, maybe I can zoom in on this. Okay, let's get back inside this. Okay, look, I'm just looking at him. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, headers, right, are always going to be low XG unless it's an open goal. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys there. This is not, this is like, don't waste my time, right? So if this guy with a chance hits the woodwork, nah, luck. All right, so this is how we evaluate our chances, right? So the chances are all just basically quite bad. Hey, FM Stinger, how are you, man? I think I have a world-class team, but I'm a noob. No, I don't say you're a noob, man. Don't knock yourself down. You won the title already. That's not being noob. Look, you are the bold and the beautiful, okay? You tried stuff most people have no guts to do, okay? Playing a 4-4-2 is gutsy, all right? In Football Manager, it's very gutsy. Not a lot of people can pull it off, right? And you did it. I mean, you did it, and you look at some of your results, they're pretty good. I mean, look at your 4-4 results. And the beautiful thing about the 4-4-2 is the 4-4-2 has so much variation, right? You can change the roles and duties around, and you get so many different kinds of 4-4-2s. You can get a tactic that plays like a 4-4-1-1, a tactic that plays, I mean, I can go on forever, but that's the thing. You see, look at this movement that you're generating off. Right, these are your players inside the box. Look at where your wingbacks are situated. This is the thing about the 4-4-2. 4-4-2, that's it. The problem with the 4-4-2 is going to be always the midfield. So when you're playing against a really strong team, right? Like Barcelona, you can beat them with a 4-4-2 because you've got 2 strikers. But you need to see your options. And this is where people who are not very experienced with the 4-4-2 might struggle. It's like, you know, what can I do to lock it down, right? What can I do to time waste? These are things that you want to think about. Things like, should I man mark their striker? Should I take him out of commission, right? So like this is like a superb defensive system. You got extra players here, but this is 2 ball winning midfielders. Don't waste your time. Because if you want to do this, then these guys are going to go hunting. They're going to go hunting, right? You want a bit more control, right? When these guys win the ball, the question you have to ask yourself is, how's the ball going to get released? Chances are this player is not going to be the one releasing it. They're going to pass it back most times, right? They're going to pass the ball back, and then this guy's going to hoof on over the top into space. But you're not playing pass into space. This is more like a counter-attacking tactic. You hope to draw them in and hit them over the top. And then, but you're committing fullbacks into the attack. You're playing this is very, very, I wouldn't play something like this, right? This is okay. The problem with this this tactic is bottom heavy. So you got all these players, right? This is then the fullbacks are gonna go charging up the pitch. Yeah, it makes sense because you got 2 DMs, right? So they're gonna go charging up the pitch. But in your transition, you're gonna look something like this, right? So in your midfield transition, this is the shape that you're gonna take up. Right, so when they take up this kind of a shape, you still leave yourself vulnerable to balls to the top, which is fine. You know, if these guys are really good, right, they can go and close them. They can go and pick up the loose ball. But remember this guy, these are ball-winning midfielders, right? They are going to do a lot of hunting, right? So when they do a lot of like trying to win the ball back, they're going to leave pockets of space. So, and then when they win the ball, they're going to look for him first. They're not going to look for this guy because he's an attack DT. He's going to be somewhere up here. Okay, so what do you have left? Now you have a situation where you got these 4 players, okay, trying to find this group of players. These guys are already up. So this guy is probably going to be somewhere around here during the transition, right? So you're going to end up with this situation where you've got this set of roles trying to find somebody. Now let's take a look at your roles. You've got ball winning, ball playing defender. The pressure now is on these 2 players alone to find the rest of the team. See, this is where your tactic will fall apart. Your tactic will fall apart because you're depending on these players. Now, that is the reason why the only way this is going to work, right, is this. They go like standard passing, and then you go pass into space, hit the early cross. You throw everything about, you know, let's just pump the ball up. But then, you see your high line of engagement? You got so many when you play the high line of engagement, right, what this means is, right, you're going to start pressing higher up the pitch, but you got such an expansive area that these 2 guys are going to start working in. You see these 2 ball-winning midfielders, they're going to be hunting the ball everywhere in the center. So therein lies your problem. Okay. One thing I would recommend, keep things simple. You've been successful with a 4-4-2. Why change the plan? You understand the tactic very well. Why change it, right? So I would just go, all right, fine, we're playing Barcelona. Yeah, I shall be a nasty little chapo. Why can't you play something like this? This is a variation of 4-4-2. You can put a target man here or somebody who can hold up the ball. Of course, we can't play target man here. We can play only AMA, right? But you can put an AMA here who's got all the necessary, you can put him on attack duty if you want. And then go, okay, where's the hold up the ball? Here, hold up the ball. Move into the channels. Here, roll from position. Don't dribble less. Don't shoot. And again, shoot whatever. Leave it up to him to decide. Okay, then take more risk just means he's going to, try and play the through ball once in a while. Okay, so we've got these guys. Ask this guy to move around a bit. Now we're just making something that is going to be easy for you to transition from, right? So you can transition from this system to this system easily because you're going to use the same players. Right? So what you have to do then is you have to think about this player. So all you do when you create a tactic is, okay, so now I want to play a defensive tactic, right? So how do I, this is it's worked wonders for me. AF, CF7, yeah, there's nothing wrong with this tactic. It's actually quite nice. Fullback does the overlap. Winger is going to come inside here. DLP is going to hold up the ball. Box to box is going to, he's going to just, go up and down, whatever he wants to do. Inverted winger, when he gets the ball, is going to attack this place. These two become a potential goal-scoring threat when the DLP has got switch balls to other flank play and you decide to play wider. You're playing with a winger, go wide, they love it. Somehow or another, they enjoy the width if you have the players for it. This guy is going to pop the ball into this area. So what you do is you cross him, far post, bang, sorted. Now you got this player pinging balls towards this here. Now, what do you do about these two? You don't need two of them, right? Because if you're struggling against some teams, all you got to do is just change this guy to a CD on defense. What do you have now? You have hang on, I say CD on defense. Okay, cool. Now you have a CD on defense, right? So a CD on defense is going to hold up. He's just going to just, I'm going to just keep things simple. Find a fullback attack or find a DLP or play to the winger support. Play to this guy because he knows how to kick a ball, right? So that's it. Simplicity, right? Now, 4-4-2's got so many variations. Even a 4-4-2 like that, you can create multiple variations of this tactic. Instead of doing this, you can go regroup, right? Bang. You don't want these players to try win the ball back. All you got to do is regroup, and these guys drop back. So you've taken the lead. All you do is regroup. Then maybe you've taken the lead. You go like, okay, I'm taking the lead. What do I want to do? Actually, if you take the lead with this tactic, you're fine as well. So yeah, I would not play. You're comfortable with a 4-4-2, so go in that direction. 4-4-2 DM, that kind of thing. Let's look at your team. After all these seasons, right? I am so cocksure that you have the players for this, right? Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this guy's positioning is what? His positioning is 11 for a winger. Holy cow! And this, yeah, you definitely have a 4-4-2, son. Puji Utomo. Yeah, dude. Let's just play this, man. You have the players for it. Okay. Guys, just tweak your tactic. I reset my save with the modded tactic. All right, man. Is there? Yeah, I'll share the links later on the show. Yeah. Got all these tactics. We don't want to get all the tactics in, like we'll just cover all these first. Then I'll look at the rest of the tactics. So we've got a few already in. So I just popped them in already. So we got yours. Okay. We got all these. So we've got all these inside here now. Peter, you just resubmitted, right? I think I've already taken Finchbox. Only these two. I haven't downloaded them. Then I'm going to give you guys another one. Okay. So the rest of you can pop up your tactics here. And I'll pick them up. All right. Okay. All right, but I may not be able to get through every single tactic today, so I'll do my best, right? So okay, so let's look at your team. I mean, I'm not gonna look at your team; I'm just gonna play. I got so much faith in your team. For most people out there, this is the reality, right? 90% of you guys are actually making good tactics. You are. You just try too hard. That's all. Sometimes you just try too hard, and you just try too hard. Go for the simple, basic stuff. Okay, oh, I love this. You're already doing this. Cool. You take my complete training and use it, man. Run with it. Okay, we just make sure that while we're running with it, let's make sure they don't suffer, right? Okay. All right. Let's put the recovery here, aerial here, because they Yeah, everybody needs a bit of a break. All right, let me come in here. Match preview. Come on, son. Match preparation, match review. Done. Sweet ass. Okay. All right. Simplicity is the hallmark of my life. My wife finds me very boring. Okay. Mentoring. Okay. This is okay. This works. Yep. Driven. I don't think you need to mentor this. But I think about driven is players have got high determination, so you don't really need to mentor this guy. Yeah, because you got. I mean, fairly professional is okay. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, but driven. What the heck is happening here, man? Why is the perfectionist getting mentored? Oh, this is a big mistake. Don't do this. Gerardo Molina, other players call social good. 19-year-old perfectionist, and you want him to become a fairly professional player? I mean, you want him to go down? Like he's already the perfectionist. You got somebody with the attitude of Cristiano Ronaldo when he was 19 years old, but you want him to be like me? Fairly professional. Dude, you don't want that, man. Just think about to be that's Harry Scary. Don't ever do that. That's really, really driven is actually okay as a personality. You don't really have to go out there and change it, right? So it's still okay. The ones you are worried about are balanced. That's it. Spirited is still okay. It's not like the end of the world if you're spirited. Fairly ambitious, yeah. I go to work with ambitious personalities. Because the two personalities I go to work on are ambitious and loyal. Because loyal never leave the club. Ambitious leave the club the first chance they get. So ambitious players get mentored by professionals, right? Or I find a personality that's got a bit of loyalty inside, there. And then those that are fairly loyal might get mentored by ambitious players, right? So they get a bit more ambition because fairly loyal players or loyal players usually have low ambition. But I always find a player who's got high determination and a good personality. Like, Resolute is a very good personality. This is one of the best personalities in the whole game. It's very balanced. I like Resolute the most. Professional is okay. So yeah, driven is still okay. It's not that bad, right? Usually players with driven personalities always have high determination of 20. You want to keep it. You don't want to lose it. Right. So if you're gonna mentor him with somebody that's even better than driven, right? Don't mentor him by a fairly professional. If you want to mentor him, only model professional and perfectionists can come in here and mentor him, but don't mentor him, right? So I wouldn't mentor Mr. Driven. I'll take him out, and I probably wouldn't mentor this guy, and then I'll find somebody else who's like here, Dylan Monroe. No, this is a fairly professional. I'll can this whole group. Okay. Just create one. We'll just do one very quickly. This guy is 19. Let's go up to the age. Probably the older ones are the ones we want. Spirited, Resolute. Okay, maybe this guy, but I don't think he's going to have that much of an effect. Okay. Yeah, average 9. Okay, the average is okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, so what position is he playing in? He is a midfielder, right? So we want a unit, attacking unit, basically. So he's Resolute. So Mr. Fairly Determined can go in there. Nuno Mendes is a damn good player. Good on you for signing him. Lighthearted should go in there. Okay, done. Okay, now we go. This Lighthearted is definitely going to be affected by him. This guy is not so much. Okay, let's go and find somebody else. Let's find a young... Maybe Determined. Yeah, Determined is okay. I mean, Fairly Determined is even better, but they are defend units, so let's not waste our time with them. Spirited. Spirited is still okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm looking for the end of the world. I'm Fairly Determined to me is like the end of the world. Okay, I don't like Fairly Determined. They got usually Fairly Determined. The determination is still not very high. They're okay. Yeah, right. I'm Fairly Determined. Look, this guy's at least got good determination. I'm not gonna waste it on him. I want to find somebody who's got low determination. Job Cruz. What about you? Okay, his determination is 15. Still okay. Usually the determination is still alright. Now let's find somebody Spirited. Spirited. What about you? 12 maybe. You, but you're on the defend unit. Ambitious. Okay. Let's go for this guy. Okay. Yeah. This is the one. We don't want you leaving the club. Okay. Fairly ambitious. Average 9. Don't waste my time. Okay. So we gotta find somebody. I'm sure you got the idea by now, right? So I'm just gonna end and pop in anybody. Okay. No. So you're going to have to trial and error, find somebody, and then you'll be fine. So it's got to be an attacking unit. But I don't see many, man. Yeah, I don't see many. Yeah. So this is still okay. What's this? This is DMs, right? So let's see if you got a resolute defensive. Is he okay? The only time he is good for that group is if he's in the defend unit. What about this guy? This guy is a bit young. The guy is a bit young. I don't think this guy's gonna have any effect unless he's in the defensive unit. Yeah, he's got no effect on the group. Yeah, so don't waste time. Your mentoring group, so. Yeah, coaches, edit coach assignments. Wow, man, you got superb coaches. All right, let's go. Okay, we done that. Let's go and try and play one game, right? Okay, I'll just show you what I will do very quickly. Okay, so we've got several options with your tactics, right? So I have no clue what your players are like. I'm just gonna wing it. Okay, so we got we're gonna wing this. Okay, inverted winger. You got winger, right? Okay, you had a winger in the other formation. You had two strikers offsetting each other. So we'll just play. We don't need him to roam so much. We'll just play a twin prong attack, right? So we got AM and AM attack. We just see what happens as a result of that. Okay, inverted winger going this way, so we need this guy coming up the pitch. Okay, so fullback attack. Okay, all right, you go up. Now he's going up this way. You come back and you help defend. Okay, halfback, you handle the pocket here. I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling you can't pass the ball. I want you to go up the pitch and support play. Maybe a regista. Yeah, you can play balls. These are basically a fairly simple, safe tactic, right? Okay. Wing back on support, maybe. Yeah, and then what you'll do is you cross same far post. This thing I do, don't ask me why. Okay. Roam from position, we don't need to roam from position. Let's remove all the PIs, okay? No. Let's all remove all the PIs. We want to see how this team plays, right? I don't want any PIs affecting my mind. Okay, done. We have no clue, but we're gonna play with this team like this. Okay, we're gonna remove this. We're gonna remove this. We're gonna play this. We're gonna dribble less because that's a bit safer. Okay, we're gonna play with a standard line engagement, more engagement. That can work. Okay, why standard line engagement? Because you want to draw teams in, right, with a mid block. Then after that, we're gonna try and figure something out as we go. I'm sorry, but this is me. Okay, half the time I'm doing this. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I don't know your team. I've never played with it before. We're just gonna, wing it as we go. Yeah, tactics. Yeah, we're gonna quick pick. Wow. Apparently, everything's been moved around. Okay, let's just see what this guy is like. Okay, passing, vision, try skill ball, strike. Oh wow, beautiful. Okay, whenever you play a box-to-box midfielder, it's a good idea to look at his traits. Now, okay, he's all right, I guess. I mean, passing, vision, decisions. Well, yeah, it's not too bad. He's very good. He's got very good positioning. And tackling of 17. Holy guacamole. What the hell is this player doing? Aggression of 19. Okay, let's get to know him a bit close. I'm already getting worried. Let's get to know him a bit. Okay, let's go see the coach report. Doesn't feel comfortable. Doesn't have greater. Should be a put. Yeah, so far it doesn't look like he's got an aggro problem. Okay, we got boxed. Okay, all right. Wovic. Oh, you got good players. We're gonna wing it. We're just gonna play. Yeah. Utomo is your right back. Really? Okay, I don't know why, but the S-Man said put him there, so I just went with the S-Man. Seriously, I just went with the S-Man. Okay, we're just gonna see what happens, right? We're just gonna depend on the S-Man for once, right? Okay, because we are trying to wing this match, right? So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna look like a complete idiot live on stream. Watch Daljit play. He screwed things up completely, and we all came here to ask him for his opinion, right? Hey, why am I so hyper? Because I just came in from the gym. My trainer was killing me, man. He kept having this yeah, you can do it. Bloody hell. I suffered, man, for a long time. Okay, I was like, oh my god, will you stop? This is torture. What am I looking for? I'm looking for what was I looking for? Action Zone Deportivo shot map. I'm looking for the shot map. Tick. Where's my shot map? Why did my shot map go missing here? Action zones, I'm not interested. There we go. Betis shot map. Okay, done. All right. In case you're wondering, this is my dark skin. I just used the match mods from what's his face? Michael. I'm so sorry I called you what's his face. Okay, let's go. Betis. Okay, square pitch. pitches have an impact on games, right? So I wrote about it in the book already. So this square pitch, I have to refer to my own book for the square pitch. Square pitch, square pitch, square pitch, square pitch. Every single ball could be a chip, right? You got to be very careful and play high. You got to be very, very careful when you play a high line, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to draw this team in straight away. You're not going to regroup. We're going to, we can regroup. Let's just funky. Let's just do something, right? Okay. Okay, let's just do this. Dribble less, go wide. We're gonna standard line of engagement. We're gonna see what happens, right? I could lose this game in a heartbeat, man. Are we green or the other color? All right, let's speed things up. This is slow enough to send my grandma to sleep. All right, corner kicks, son. I've said this before. Corners, please don't do this. Please. Low routines 442 collection. Go bang. Okay, that's it. Okay, please don't do that. Okay, I don't know. But please don't do that. Okay. Okay, 442 collection done. I don't know. My players can do this. I'm just winging it. Is your goalkeeper good enough in the air? 14. Aerial reach. It's so. It's not exactly the best. We'll just put you here for him to feel comfortable with an extra man. All right, other than that, I don't know. Might work. Okay. Don't waste players on posts. Never. Don't waste your time, right? Don't ever do that, right? Yeah, look at that. They're looking not too bad. Okay. All right, we can play a bit more direct and faster. Yeah, your players, look at that, man. Sweet ass. Gets the ball up, right, and shoots. Yeah, baby. Okay, let's go. Now, what else do we do? Okay, we're a bit direct at the moment. Hitting the early cross, that's not too bad. We're doing this. Okay, lower line of engagement, positive. Yeah, everything is fine. We don't have to change anything, right? I just pay attention to what's happening. Man. On the tactic, we want to put halfback and 2 box-to-box midfielders. 4-4-2 DM. I wouldn't play 2 box-to-box midfielders. I mean, you could. Depends, right? It depends on what. I'm looking at just making a simple tactic for most people, right? This is just straightforward, simple. There's nothing too complicated. We can even change to this right now. Okay, let's just change. We don't know who's going where, but we'll just change. This is how easy it is to make tactics, right? You just have to use a bit of logic, right? So, okay, we have a 4-4-2, right? Same 4-4-2 that you were using, right? Except now what we've done is, in your tactic, you had the left DLP and the one, okay, so we have a halfback here then. We'll put a halfback here, all right? And then you had something a bit more aggressive on this flank. Okay, so put Segundo Volante on support, okay? Let's see, this is a bit more wingback coming up with a halfback with a winger coming this way. Inverted winger, AF, okay. This guy's going to go around, okay. He's going to be a lot more attacking. This flank is very, very attacking. This is the reason why I had a halfback. This is too aggressive. We'll go back to the first one. The first one makes sense. Halfback here. This guy's going to hold the pocket, right? And this guy's going to be surging up the pitch, providing support. That's all. All right. And then Regista, a bit more of a playmaker, looking for passes from deep. Then this guy's got to be a hook. Okay, so he's going to he's just going to be a hook, right? We can even use an engash. All right, this guy's just a hook. So all he does is stays in position, right? We can make this guy a lot more attacking so that we can release this player. Now this player is coming in this way. So he's got a hook here. So all we got to worry about is getting the ball to him. This we have to look at the transitions to see that the ball gets to him. That's all. Once the ball gets to him, you're fine. So what do I look at? Oh, first transition tells me I'm in trouble. Whenever I do transitions, right, I look for the first transition after I make a change. If I make a change and the first highlight is not mine, it's the AI's, then I'm in trouble. Usually I'm in trouble. Yeah, this is still your default, whatever, your set pieces. That's it. Okay, not too bad. We're just depending on 2. I could use this tactic when I'm playing against like the Barcelonas of the world, right? Because we just want to make it harder for the teams like Barcelona to get inside our third. All right, we're just going to speed things up. We're just going to go to extended highlights. All right, so this is one version of the tactic, right? You can play. Now we're going to switch back to the 4-4-2 because we want to score some goals. Okay. Hopefully everybody's in the right positions. Okay. Set pieces are very important in FM. Just set them correctly because you should be fine after that. Yeah. All right. We are a 4-4-2 versus a 4-4-2. Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's so exciting. Okay, AF, CF. Yeah, that should be fine. Because the thing about a CF is that he holds up the ball, right? So that's the only thing. He'll hold up the ball and dribble more, take more risks. He's gonna move to the channel this way. He's gonna move into this pocket. So then we just have to maintain possession of the ball and get up the pitch. So I'm basically playing counter regroup, lower line of engagement. Basically, we just turn our 4-4-2 into a bit of a cautious 4-4-2 away from home. That's all. We're not attacking them very much. We're not camping in their third just yet. I have no clue about your team yet. But that's one way you can set up your tactics, right? Away from home. Still now it's getting a bit annoying. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the line of engagement slightly. We're gonna bring up the defensive line. Now I'm gonna put a block here, use tighter and get stuck in. So I'm gonna make a bit of a block. I don't want them. I want my players to come back because they're regrouping anyway. So I'm gonna get them to drop back into a more aggressive block. First highlight is mine. Not too bad. Okay. All right. So we just tweak that. And we're in the third, man. We're literally having fun. Okay, now. Okay, what are we going to do now? We're not going to go mix. We're going to go low. Low crosses. Why low crosses? Because we want the boys to come to this side of the pitch and do a cutback. The cutback is like, you get it with low crosses, right? And I love to have short corners because we get this. Short corners are, without a shadow of a doubt, for me, the best set piece routine in the game. Because you get so much control with short corners. But you only if you have the right, you set it up. We winged it, right? This one. We didn't even bother looking to see who was in the right places. All right. So we're just playing regroup. That's it. We haven't even gone attacking. We are away from home. We want to be a bit more cautious, right? We lose the ball, we come back. What have we done? What is the difference between your tactic and my tactic? I just gone regroup. I've gone done this. I have a very aggressive block. Use tighter marking, get stuck in. That's it. The moment they come into the midfield, I want my boys to, chop. We're not playing that badly. Yeah. You actually have a good team. I think this epi's routine has got one mix and one shot. I'm setting it up for some reason. That way. Okay, XG. We only had 3 shots on target. So what do we do? Okay. Bang. All right. 3 shots on target, right? So I'm going to go shorter, dribble less, wide. Okay, go mix. Why mix? Because I'm playing wide, right? Wide width. I'm going to go lower tempo. I'm not going to walk ball into box. See where we're trying to win the ball? We were trying to win the ball when they've already committed their players in the middle third, right? So we get chances in and around the box. We don't want to win the ball here because they still be in defensive positions, right? We try to win the ball here. When we try and win the ball here, we get better chances. So you're trying to improve your quality of your chances. So far, the quality of our chances has gone up, right? So, okay, I'm happy with that. But now they scored a bloody equalizer. Sheesh kebabs. Yeah. Free kick. Oh, that was a wide free kick. No, never mind. It's okay. Gotta have to set up the wide free kicks. I would try and see whether I can play somebody else in this position. Okay, someone who's got a bit more going with for him in an attacking sense. Wait, have I marks opponent tightly? Off the ball is 9. No, you can't play. All right, what about you? Jeremy Pino, 13, likes ball played to feet. What about you? Tries killer balls, not pass, arrives late in the opposition area. Okay, I tell you what we're going to do is we're going to move this guy here. Complete forward and support here. All right, now this guy can be a goal scoring threat. Okay, so this player will drop, right? When he drops, he can hand over the ball to somebody else. What's your tries first time, likes balls played to feet? Okay, what about you? Not moves in the chance, not ball, casting seven both wings. Okay, fine. All right, that's decent enough. Okay, let's go. So I slightly changed the tactic. Okay, so now we got the inverted winger. There we go. He's near the box already. Yep. Okay, that's all we need to do. So your tactic is better off looking something like this. A complete forward coming this way. Inverted winger will get into the pocket and try and attack the space. The fullback on support is actually okay, right? Okay, he's not doing too much, right? All he's got to do is defend. That's all. We don't need him to be a hero, right? But you can have so much fun with this tactic, right? Inverted wingback can come in here. This guy can be launched up the pitch as well. Yeah. So at 4-4-2s, there's so much potential with 4-4-2s. But they require some imagination. There we go. Look at that. Guy's dropping here. This guy's searching for. Wow. I mean, like, we got your fullback doing that. Yeah. Tomo, Murillo, Shake. Okay, inverted winger is up in the box. Looking for options. I say. Did we not just say we want to set the tactic up for the inverted winger to score the goal? I love it when a plan comes together, man. That's it. Inverted winger. Where are you? We set it up just for you. You get to the box. I took your own sweet time to get there anyway, right? Okay, thank you very much. Anyway, they're working ball into box. That's why the goal came like this. Let's drop this. Move that. Okay. That's why the goal is like that kind of a goal. Yeah. So yeah, you can definitely create something like this. Your team can definitely do so many variations of, okay, let's just be a bit boring now. Okay. Inverted winger, Engash, AF. Okay, this guy will drop here. This guy's gonna come here. What about this guy? Who helps this play out? Nobody. So this is not going to work. Okay, let's go. Segundo Volante. Nobody's going to help him out. Yeah, you got Segundo Volante now. Okay, but you, fullback on support, right? Okay, let's not be too adventurous, right? Yeah, the idea is not to be adventurous. Yeah, we want to be defensive. We're just giving him a defensive version as well. Halfback, okay. The halfback comes in here. Now it makes sense, okay. Volante is going to support this player as he goes bombing forward. The ball playing defender is going to carry the ball up when the Volante is gone, and there's an option to carry the ball out. Yeah, it makes sense now. All right, got inverted winger coming this way. Got AF, is roaming and moving in the channels here. He's got nothing better to do with his life. Okay, and I got wingback going this way. Okay, let's go. Let's do this, babies. Fairly narrow. We'll use the full width of the pitch. Dribble less, hit early cross, distribute. Okay, done. Okay. Only thing I didn't do, which was a mistake, right, is my line of engagement. Okay, we scored a goal. Let's go and do the line of engagement. Drop the line of engagement. Let's be really nasty. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. This is my defensive. If I play versus Barcelona, this is exactly what I do with your tactic. I'll play a 4-4-2, but make it compress. Make it very hard for them to get through the middle because they're playing a 4-3-3 DM, right? So they will have to have really, really good possession to get the ball in and around and moving it, right? So it's very hard for them to do that. Okay, so because we got two DMs all the time. And then when we get a chance, we just take our own sweet ass time because we've already taken the lead, right? Or I want to make it harder for them. You see? 4-3-3s are only going to have 3 players forward. The only way the 4-3-3 now is going to beat you is by committing their 2 wingbacks into the attack. Hey, what a defensive play, man. Okay. Oh. What a goal! What a fourth! Holy cow! Look at this goal. First times, guy hits it, puts it. Oh my goodness. This is a great, great goal, man. It was never something I planned. Yeah, but it's a great goal. That's it. So simple. You have the players to do lots of funky stuff, man. Yeah. Just you have to worry about the box-to-box midfielder. That role could be quite important. Okay. All right. So I would say, yeah, something like this should be good for you. All right. Now we're gonna take a look at some of the other tactics, right? Okay. Phew, I'm hungry. Okay, I'm really hungry, man. I didn't order dinner. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So let's go to tactics. Okay, let's take a look at some of the other tactics that came in, right? So this time is fun because I'm asking for your tactics. Okay, route 1, Finch box. Oh, Finch box, I'm going to look at a save, right? So Vicinio, your 442. Wait, isn't this the 442 I just used? Yeah, I think this is the save, right? So we can scrap that. We don't have to look at it anymore. It looks exactly the same anyway, So it looks exactly the same, right? So I've done it already. So yeah, we just have to watch it. Yeah, I think the same. James, final 4-2-3-1. Let's look at this. Okay, let's go. Can this team play a 4-2-3-1? Holy guacamole. That's so many PIs, man. PIs. Overlap, focus play. Okay, you're playing narrow, right? So you're playing a very narrow system. This is one of those like camp. Only does well if you can camp, right? But the problem is you're also playing low line of engagement. This guy's being very aggressive going on the flanks. This guy's going to hold up the ball a bit because they're playing on an attacking duty, but the mentality isn't going to be that. You see, it's still very attacking, right? So because even though you've got overlap, right, and you're playing an attacking mentality, it's not like these guys are going to be defensive. No, they're not. They're still going to be very attacking. So it's a very high-risk tactic. A tactic like this is like totally dependent on these two players, like completely dependent on these two players. They have to be absolutely good. So I would just give you, no, seriously, I would just give this tactic a bit of, it will depend on your players, right? When you play with 2 CM, yeah, I'm starving, man, right now. Okay, when you have 2 support duties, I can only tell you this much. The tactic in itself is fine. You just need 2 world-class, you just need 2 very good players here. And you need to know what they're able to bring to the table. Because, right, it can fail if the players are, yeah, man, it can really, really fall apart. We're just going to look at the tactic and the transitions, right? Sometimes if you're not sure, hey, am I supposed to go next match, right? Next match. You got to be very, okay, while the generic roles are great, okay, I love generic roles. They're only useful if you see the attributes and you understand what the attributes are and the traits, right? But the thing is, you've taken so much risk with your tactic already. You're playing with overlaps, right? You're playing a 4-2-3-1 with overlaps and yeah, it's very, very aggressive. So we'll just play. We've got this team here. I think that the tactic on its own is still fine. It will depend only on the 2 central midfielders. That's it. So let's see with this team, right? We're going to wing it again. And see whether we need to make changes on the fly. Okay, let's just mark everything is red and go. Reject the offer. I don't know who you are. We have no idea who this guy is. Okay, all right. Okay, done. Let's go. Celta de Vigo, SAD. Why is, I mean, I'm wondering when I find out what SAD means. I mean, apart from the obvious English translation of the word. Once again, this is not my save. This is one of your saves, right? I just picked a random save from one of you guys and just went with it. Okay, so now I got these 2 players here. What does the guy bring to the table? Okay, very good positioning, tackling, right? But he knocks ball past opponents, so he's got acceleration. He's going to carry. If he had knocks ball past the opponents and runs with ball, then I know he's going to try and get into the, try and bring. He's going to be a player that brings the ball through the tiers. What about this guy? This guy is killer ball strike long, so he's a bit of a playmaker, but we know that he's not really going to tackle on this side of the pitch, right? So we might have a problem on the left hand side of the pitch. Very aggressive, very high mentality tactic. So you want to play those kind of tactics, you got to bring down the risk a bit more. And one of the ways to bring down the risk is to by actually marking with a tempo a bit, you know, like this. Bring the tempo down, dribble less. You're dribbling less. Okay, all right, that's fine. Passing better be good for your team. Otherwise, they won't be able to, you know, bring the ball forward. And then if you're looking at what was the first thing I said just now? Got to worry about the left-hand side of the pitch. Yeah, I'm seeing the left-hand side of the pitch being opened up. Again, I can't do anything if you guys are going to keep sending me tactics, right? Where the set pieces have guys on post. They just don't work, right? So if your tactics have already got those and then you're still struggling, I can't really help you because I really mean it. You don't put those guys on post. It's not going to help your tactics out. See, your tactic isn't that bad. It depends on the two guys. I got problems here. This guy is not very good. See, already he's got a yellow card. Shish kebab. So I'm going to put on. I'm going to put this guy here. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move one of you. Sakele, whatever what in the world is your name? Okay. Inigo. Okay, you can tackle. You have had to do a lot of work because that guy wouldn't tackle. Alright. For this, you have to pay attention to your two central midfielders. That's it. Get the right kind of players in, you should be fine. And I think your mentality could be quite high. Yeah. Because it's just going to happen. Ran all the way, right? Didn't wait for our support to come. You know what you do? I mean, like, suddenly I took off one player. What happened? Just took off the one player. The highlight was ours immediately, right? So, like, that is really apparent to me straight away. Ooh. Yeah, I won't say there's anything wrong with this tactic, apart from the fact that your set pieces are not very well thought out. Yeah. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do this. Like, this guy should be here. This guy, you can put one guy on the post, but there's nobody here near post. Nobody to win headers. Gotta put somebody there. This just fix just one. I mean, if there's anything else you want to do, just put this guy here to win the first header. This guy in to win the second header, and just put somebody else. I mean, you can put this guy here, and you can put this guy here, right? Edge of the area to carry the ball out. As simple as level, that's what we have to do. I mean, and you don't even need the third player in the center because that player is depends on the keeper, right? So now we've got a player at least who can, but now we got a left back who has got problems. Let's see, we got another left back. No Mendes. I know you can. So we put No here. Now you can play very attacking on a main tactic. 100% you can. I do that all the time. But very attacking tactics require you to think about your tempo. Right? You got to reduce the tempo. His tactic is already on a high tempo. You got to bring down the tempo for a very attacking tactic. And then you've got to think about things like passing meters, right? So like here, more direct passes on a very attacking mentality, I'll take it off, right? I don't know who you have here playing here. Like, you're going to PI these players. More direct. Okay, yeah, you can do that. More direct. So you got these two guys pinging balls instead of waiting for support. Yeah, could be a problem. Could be a problem. Yeah, I think a lot of FM players have got this thing about loving all these things, man. It's like a thing. If it's there, we have to use it. I'm the opposite. Where I can, I'll just remove as many as I can. Like, force up. Okay, this is really bold, right? Your reason why the yellow cards are being picked up by the defenders because you told these two guys up top, let's not defend today, okay? Let's give the ball to the flanks, open up the flanks. In a 4-2-3-1, I would not recommend that. Seriously. Don't do that in a 4-2-3-1. You can do that with a 4-3-3 DM because you've got a DM. But don't do it a 4-2-3-1. Unless you're so good at keeping the ball in the opposition's third, then yeah, okay, fine. You are like miles above. Your quality of your team is so good that you can afford to do that. But if your team is like on par with another team, like both of you are equally good, I would never do that. This basically tells your wingers, hey man, when the ball gets into our third, you just let the fullbacks take care of it, right? Okay, your job is to stay up the pitch and score a goal. I don't want you coming back. That's exactly what you told the wingers. So what I've done is I've removed that and I've gone to standard, right? And suddenly the team is playing like different. Oh yeah, we also changed our set pieces. It's so different now, the way I see the movement patterns happening in the game. And it's just simple things, right? Look at that. Okay, this is the simple things that you can do, right? When you play on very high mentalities, you got to remember your players are going to take a lot of risks. They're just going to bring the ball, like, they're not going to stop if you don't want them to do what they just did just now. That's because, you're playing on very high mentalities, right? So, yeah. So the only tweaks I made to your tactic were, I changed the set pieces. I just changed it just like that. Now we're going to have to think about this player now. Who's this guy? Gorka? I don't know what you do for a living, but hell, you coming here. You come here. Okay. CM on support is perfectly viable, but you absolutely need to understand your players, right? You're in trouble. Bang, another goal. The thing about high mentality tactics is, I don't want to let all my secrets out of the bag, man. Shit. You saw what I did. How we can read between the lights. I play on very attacking mentalities. Almost like, people were saying in FM 70. I still remember this. Since CM days, people have been saying it's impossible to play on very attacking mentalities. So I went on a mission to prove that it can be done. Every edition of Football Manager, I've streamed on very attacking mentality for like an entire year, and I won the title. Right, so it's very possible, but you got to understand what the rise in the mentality does. It increases the risk profile of your players, and along with that, everything else. So if you want to play on very high mentalities, you got to think about things like, okay, why are my players dribbling the ball all over the pitch, right? Why are these four guys just waiting to just, the two guys in front just running off with the ball, not waiting for anybody else, right? It's because of tempo. So you got to think about tempo as well. So all we did was change one or two things in this tactic. It wasn't much. Now I'm checking to see if they got a player sent off. Did they get a player sent off? No, right? So we got 1, 2, 3. How's about that, man? We came back from 1 goal down from a set piece to score 4. 4 past Celta. So the tactic is fine, right? So what did I remove? I did remove 1 PI, and I also went to remove all those TIs. See that? You don't need overlap in this tactic. There's no reason to have the overlap, right? Now it becomes a bit more, yes, one thing it does, overlap kind of forces these guys to hold up play, right? Okay, that's the first thing. In doing so, it makes sense in certain setups where you want to do that because you want to go control the final third. Maybe you want to overload a final third with players and you want to move them around, but your tactic is so aggressive. 1, 2, 3, 4 attack duties. So why do overlaps? Why overcommit the backline? Why don't you just keep the backline back and then, you got a double pivot here, depends on the players, right? So all you got to do is remove the overlaps and you still use the wall passes because you set it on standard. So you're going to use a lot of wall passes, right? Balls are going to be going from here, wherever, like here. But they're not going to go through the middle all the time. But so far, You see, what I mean by wall passes is when the ball is used by the flanks, right? So the ball will go to the flanks. There we go. Comes in and then, yeah, okay, that wasn't exactly a wall pass, but I think you get the idea. So a few tweaks is all you need, right, in your tactic. Like, definitely, man, there's way too many team instructions being used in the community. Hey, Medovic, I'm fine, man. I got this problem with too many team instructions, right? Some people actually believe that the more team instructions, the more play instructions you put, the more you confuse the AI, and that's a match engine flaw. I don't know where that came from, right? But I to some extent, it could be true because you've put so many TIs, you've picked every single team instruction, every single play instruction, and you're hoping that somebody gets confused. Yes, the AI might get confused because it doesn't know what you're doing. Your players are going to get confused because they don't know what's expected of them. So yeah, and I'm going to be confused watching it as well. All right, so what have we done? So your tactic is, there's nothing very wrong with this tactic. Just the liberal use of TIs, which obviously it doesn't need, right? It's already a very aggressive tactic. All you need to do is pick the right two players. We removed one. I think I removed more direct passes from this guy because we don't need both of them. See, when you're playing a very attacking mentality, there's this come hither, I'm going to put one over the top, right? And you told both of them to do it. You don't need to, right? Maybe one, especially this guy, hold position, yeah, it makes sense, right? So you have one player holding his position, acting like an anchor, and he's going, I'm going to put those balls over the top. Cool, it works. Then we remove these two instructions because it's not really needed, right? Because all you got to do is use these two guys as an anchor, right? They will help. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 holding position to some extent. And then they'll just, help you with the ball. And then the other thing that you did, which didn't make any sense to me, was this. Why tell them not to come back? Are your fullbacks that good? If your fullbacks, even if your fullbacks are super good, the moment they pick up a yellow card, you have a problem, right? Because they will not tackle for you again. Forcing these two guys to come out their positions prematurely whenever you play a ball through the middle, and guess what? You don't have a DM. So that's a risk you cannot afford to take. So never, ever, ever do that. So you play that. Simple. Problem solved, right? This is one of the other tactics that you drop your tempo, and that's it, right? You can definitely play a tactic like this, right? Can go bang up to here as well in terms of width, right? So it's not that much of a problem. Yeah, easy, can be easy. All right, okay. All right. Is it possible to play? Oh, hold on, I read that again. It confuses the living daylights out of me. It doesn't confuse the match engine a lot. Okay, we got another one coming in. All right, so we're gonna have to do that. Okay. Okay, wait. Let's go in next tactic, right? So load. Okay, let's go. Oops. Now put those tactics in yet. I remember there was a day when we were doing this, right? I had to take a break. Manuel, 4231. Welcome to the show. Another 4231. Okay, Traquatista even. This is going to be fun. Once again, if you can, set pieces. Don't forget set pieces. And if you like the show, please hit the like button. It helps. Yeah. Helps. I don't know how much it helps because, of course, we don't have a lot of subscribers on this channel. Waiting to get the subscribers up to 1,000 so I can start giving you guys notifications, or rather you can see posts or whatever is coming up, and I can share posts with you guys as well. Yeah. Muli, how are you, man? Hazard, you didn't have that much of a Champions League semi-final, I assume. Hope things are going well with you at Real Madrid. Can a 4-2-3-1 work with EM as Trequartista? 2 inside forwards is CF. Yeah, you only have one problem with that, Martin. Everybody's going to go through the middle. Problem with that is against the DM-based systems, you're going to struggle because the moment you lose the ball there, you've got going out, and then if your fullbacks already have the pitch, if you're playing a 4-4-2 or against a 4-1-4-1 or any system that's got a DM against with two strikers, you're going to have your flanks opened up. It's even the moment they have strikers, we move into channels, you're going to be opened up. Yeah. So I would definitely try to use at least, you have one CF, inside forward with a complete forward, that's okay. Maybe somebody like an inverted winger or a winger on the other flank. I mean, it's nice to have a winger on one flank. I kind of like 4-2-3-1 with wingers, right? So you got one inside forward, one winger. Then you get stretch. You can stretch the field on one side, and then the guy comes in on the blind side to score. So that's always going to be an option going forward. So yeah, 100%, I will go with that. But I probably am not a big fan of the double inside forwards. Yeah. How will Liverpool do against Manchester United? We're going to get hammered, man. I hate to say this. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I swear to God, the United team is just looking at Liverpool going, United are going to look at Liverpool go, you're not getting anything from us, man. We've already gone into the Europa Cup final. We guaranteed the Champions League next season. Guess what? We don't need you. But guess what? We're going to come on. They're going to rain holy hell on us. Man, that's going to be one hard match. But the thing is, I hate to say this. I want to see a really good match, right? So I always like big United Liverpool matches. And I think it's going to be huge, this game. This game is going to be huge. There's so much at stake for Liverpool and nothing to play for United. United have nothing to lose, right, this game. Except now they've got a situation with Harry Maguire. They have that situation right now. I don't know if he's going to make it for the game. But I suspect City's defeat against Chelsea, I mean, some people will say it doesn't mean much, but City rotated so many of their players. They rested so many of their players. So it's going to be interesting. If you're an average Premier League team like Burnley, West Ham, and I'm able to beat teams on my level and below me, but lose against the big six, this is my tactic, right? Here's your players. And sometimes your tactic. Yeah. Against the big six, you can't use the same tactic. To be honest with you, if you are a Burnley side, right? Against the big six, you need a slightly different tactic. You cannot play the same tactic. You've beaten every other team below you. Don't expect the same tactic to win against the big six. You got to be smarter about them. You got to think about regroup. You got to think about your width and all that as well, right? So Manuel, your 4-2-3-1. If you like this, you didn't do the same thing as he did. A bit aggressive through the middle. Yeah, high line of engagement, high defensive line opens you up. Especially, you see the gap here. This was done for a reason, right? Okay, when they created this, right? This is meant to show you your gap in midfield, right? See this. Okay, so you drop this. See that? Your line of engagement. What does this mean? There's a big defensive third, right? So if you push it up, now you see this. You got 1, 2, 3 helping to protect midfield. But if you go up all the way, I don't know. I can't remember what your tactic was now. I gotta load it again. Bloody hell! You gotta watch out for that. So let's just play the tactic first as your tactic, and then we'll see whether we can wing this one as well. Man, I'm on a winging streak at the moment. Okay, let's go next match. Is there a reason not to select counter under in transition? There's no reason why you should say there's counter. Is there a reason not to select counter? Yeah, when you want your team to make a decision for themselves, right? Okay. You don't have to choose counter, right? You don't have to. You can always choose not to do this, right? When a possession is won, then depends on the roles. Like maybe you might find a player who's a DLP. The ball gets to the DLP. DLP immediately starts to look for an attacking opportunity. That's what happens with counter. But sometimes when the ball goes to the DLP and you're holding shape, what's going to happen is they're not going to look for the counter attacking opportunity straight away. They're not going to play the ball looking to, you'll see fewer key passes with counter, right? You see more key passes with hold shape. Sorry, the other way around. You'll see more attempts at key passes with counter than hold shape. But this, if you do something like this, right, you're looking to play Guardiola style of football, which is, patiently try and probe and open the side up. This is no longer Klopp. This is gegen pressing. I'm not going to say it's Liverpool. It's Liverpool maybe 2 seasons ago. Okay, focus play to the middle in a 4-2-3-1. That's bold and beautiful, man. This is the only time this works is when your two are very strong and you got playing very narrow. Okay, track CM. Let's go and play this game, right? And then we'll find out. I hope they're not. I hope please don't. Okay, right. Okay, I get why you're doing this. Okay. Underlap left will force this guy up and drop this guy's mentality. This guy's mentality is now only very attacking. Whoa. Man, I'm hungry. Okay, CM defend, ball playing defender, winger. This will, okay, when you created a tactic like this, right? It will really, really, I mean, honest to God, the only reason why this tactic is not bad, it depends on this player, the trequartista in your team. Is he any good? He's going to have to be very good at passing the ball, holding up the ball, and looking for opportunities, right? So then you'll need at least one player here with very good traits, like playmaker traits. Or he has to have very good passing vision decisions because you got this guy going this way. Right. I'll play it and see what happens. I mean, I have to see. There's something wrong with the tactic. The only thing that would hold you back are your players. That's all. It's a well thought out tactic. I can see where it's coming from, right? See, this complete forward is going to go into this channel. This inside forward is going to attack. So this guy is going to be moving around. This guy is also going to drop back and help you retrieve the ball and do something with it, right? So I know you don't have any playmakers. You got these two guys looking up top. But the only thing that your tactic, there's a lot of middle movement, right? But there's not, I mean, apart from this guy moving, then this guy entering the box, that's it. This guy attacking. Yeah, I think it still can work. It's not that bad. It's okay. It's still an okay tactic, man. Yeah, because that's it's higher and higher, right? It's not bad. It's okay. I mean, there's nothing untoward about the tactic. The only reason why this tactic might not do well is because there's two CMs on support. They're not good enough. That's it, right? And your trequartistas off. Look at that, almost got a goal. The guy coming in on the blind side, right? So yeah, I mean, like I can see. This tactic will produce some really sweet looking goals if you have the right players. And I wouldn't change it in any form whatsoever. Right? So here we are playing with a team I've never played with before. So I don't know what they bring to the table. Killer balls like place to feed. What's this? Strike killer ball, strikes long. Both of them want to, but this guy doesn't tackle to save his life. This is the problem with our team, right? We gotta pay attention to the right flank now. Okay, we gotta pay a lot of them. If both of them can play killer balls, which is solid. Nah, I don't see any reason why this tactic cannot work. Really, I mean, okay, if you're playing against a very, very good team, right? Like Barcelona, and you're like, whoever you are, right? Just make sure that your strikers have the players I have listed out. The two CMs on support, the trequartista, your striker, your inside forward, all have to have flair. You're gonna have to work against a packed defense. So if you don't have players with a lot of flair, you're gonna have issues. Because flair is the attribute that determines whether your players are good at unlocking a experienced defense. Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, like, let's just try to understand these players. Flair, 17. Yep. Okay. Very good flair. Oh my goodness. These are like, maybe for him, he's not so fantastic. Not so fantastic. Comes to work. Oh, lovely. Can he play as a trequartista? Dribbling 17. Passing, vision. This. Okay, we're just gonna put you in there. I don't know if you can be a trequartista. But Saudi. Okay. What about you? Jeremy Pino. I'll forget you. I'm going to try you. Sorry, I don't know. You follow at the 1/2. Yeah. See that? They're getting into positions to score. There are good chances as well. Yeah, we're bringing on this guy called Fabian Jones. No idea. Sometimes with these kind of tactics, right? After I score a goal, and there we go. Ball playing defender from the back. That's it. What do we have to do? I mean, I don't. This is a good tactic, man. Balok, is this your tactic? It's yours, right? I mean, I expect your tactics were quite good. This is actually a very good tactic. I like this tactic. It's like one of those like, ooh, la la, let's go. Ooh, la la. You have the players for it. This is gonna be solid, man. Yeah, we work ball into box. You need it. Yeah, you patiently unlocking a team. Yeah, why not? They got inverted wing backs on the left flank. What? Okay, now I'm being itchy. I don't want to change the tactic, man. No, they have an inverted wing back somewhere. Very sure of it. There we go. They have an inverted wing back on the left flank. Your boys, there's so much. They want to try to work the ball out of defense. When your ball playing defense, just trying to move the ball out. Look at that. It's okay. Yeah, the guy has support. He just didn't want to use it. I am not saying anything anymore. Right? I'm just gonna keep quiet and just let him finish the game. This tactic is good. We don't have to tweak it. Right? The only reason why this tactic won't do well is your players don't have enough flair to unlock defenses. That's all. You have flair is such an important attribute for to unlock defenses. And you have it. We put Fabian Jones there. Right. We put Fabian Jones, and he's having a good game. Yeah, 6.8, not too bad, man. Look at Fabian. He's everywhere. Oh, there we go. That's it. You get the two right central midfielders, you're sorted. The only thing about playing very, very narrow is that all your chances are going to come from, where, right? In the center. So it will depend on players to be able to find those kind of passes in the middle. We're ball playing defenders who did it. And we unlock this defense so easily, right? Very easily unlock this defense. They are playing with a DM. So yeah, I wouldn't change your tactic. CF, Trequartista, CM on support, ball playing defender, ball playing defender, fullback. Yeah, man. This is beautiful. And you don't use overlaps. I'm kind of happy because you don't need it. Look at this, right? Down the track. It goes inside. And then goes inside again. Yeah, then goes in. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see. Ran out of options. Yep, done. Okay, let's go key highlights. Barok, your tactic. We don't need to do anything, man. We don't need to. It's a brilliant tactic. It's brilliant. Love this tactic. Okay, let's go. Next tactic to pop in. Okay, we've done Manuel's tactic. Now we got other tactics. Okay. If I'm hungry, maybe I should just drink whiskey. Maybe that'll help. It'll make me so happy. Okay, Puskas, your tactic. AF, inverted winger, inverted winger, DLP, CM attack, IF on attack. Okay, this guy's attacking this way. Okay, what you need? Okay, when you play something like this, right, where you have this kind of an attacking pattern where you want to like swarm one side, right? The only thing you have to worry about is this, your line of engagement. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, play our defense. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, low, slightly lower. Okay, fine. Dribble S can help you. Going wider can help you as well, right? Do we need to change this tactic? No, this tactic is good. Yeah, we just play with this team again. Sporting Club de Portugal in the Champions League. Man, we are progressing nicely with this team. That's not mine. Claudio Almeida, this is your team, right? Let's see. And you wouldn't be playing a 4-4-2 with your team. And we have just been taking random tactics, right? And just playing them inside here. We're just tweaking and see how the team is doing. Yeah, no worries. We're going to come to your save too soon. I'm just gonna look at everybody's saves and then. Okay, I think this is the tactic. Then we got Emirovic, Peter, Pushkas Academia. Okay, wait, I don't need the save, Peter. Yeah, and then we've got these two tactics. And after we're gonna see whether we got any more tactics. Then we'll just open it up. Okay, let's just okay, the tactic is fine. The way I look at this tactic, this is Peter, this is your tactic, I think. Yeah, I think this is your tactic. This tactic is absolutely fine. There's no rhyme or reason why this tactic won't work. Right, no reason why it won't work. The only thing sometimes maybe, you know, go down a lower line of engagement, that's about it. Yeah, that's it. But other than that, the logic behind this tactic is you want to use, you want to create like, you want to control or try and win the ball in one side of the pitch and then unlock the other side. That's what you're trying to do. So, right, so it will work definitely. Does mentoring still pass on player traits? Yeah, it does. Mentoring also doesn't, hanging around the dressing room also helps on past traits. That's the change they did in FM 19, I think. FM 19 or 20? Yeah. Okay, they added that little feature that it can also cause just hanging around. They will start picking up traits. Yeah, this is like, this is interesting because we're playing against an opposition that doesn't want to come out with their. They will want to come out, but they are playing a narrow diamond, right? So the thing about narrow diamonds is this: if you want to beat a narrow diamond, you cannot let their wingbacks up the pitch. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna draw their wingbacks out. See how the tactic does. Against it, we inviting them. So I'm going to invite them up the pitch. And then because I got a DM, right, I'm a bit more confident here. Because I have a DM. Because if I didn't have a DM, I probably wouldn't do it. Right? If I'm playing a 4-2-3, I probably won't do it. Right? But if I'm playing with a system like with a DM inside it, I probably might. Right? Okay. Because there's a security of that wingback, that DM there. Does dribble S instruction work well for camping possession tactic? Dribble S, camping possession. I mean, if you want to move a team left and right, and then you just want to ping crosses the whole day, it can. Because if your team is playing on a standard tempo and you're playing very wide, right? You can tell your team to dribble less, and all they do is they move the ball left and right, right? So that you got players who can cross the ball, and then you move the team and you create goal scoring opportunities. Because they're camping, you're just dragging them left and right, left and right, left and right. But your team has to be good at crossing the ball. See what we've done, right? We got a DM in the box, extra man in the box, right? So because we have that DM in the box, I can afford to play. I draw this team up, but against a wingback based system is a bit risky because that wingback is gonna just bomb down the pitch. Hey, Mike Malim, how are you, man? Thanks for subbing. There we go. Oh man, he tried a cheeky chip. See, I mean, it's like okay. I mean, it's like not again. Only reason why a tactic like this won't do well. Okay, let's try something. Okay, tight marking. Okay, no play or defense. I'm just doing something different, right? Okay, change it to a winger. Okay, now we're gonna go wider. Okay, dribble less. Standard tempo. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to ping the ball with a winger. Right, so I'm gonna use the winger. Okay, the width that comes with the winger to move this team around and then try and score another goal. But we want an inside forward to be the one scoring the goal. But I've also removed the what's the other thing I removed? I removed the play narrow, right? I don't want to play narrow anymore because I don't want to invite them. We just want to score another goal without inviting them into our half to try and score a goal. It's like wait. Don't give you a chance back. We don't want to give them a way back in, but we're going to put a lot more pressure on them. I like the fact that you're using short corners. You're trying to this is actually kind of cool. This is actually kind of cool. That's the trick, always changing. No, there's no such thing as. I know some people say, right, if you change tactics all the time, you win. No, there's no such thing. You got to be good, man. You change tactics all the time. Try a hot potato challenge where we are not allowed to use the same tactic again or the same formation. So if you use the 4-4-2 this month, nobody else can play a 4-4-2. They have to play a 4-3-3. That's one of the reasons why some of the guys in the community in our community have become very good at tactics, because they took the challenge, right? So they have to create different tactics or play with different formations all the time, right? So it will make you a better player, but then it makes you understand what the other opposite formations are capable of, because you were forced to create maybe you were forced to create a wingback based system, right? And this is getting annoying. Brakanka is in this team. Bloody hell! Shout! Demand more from the boys. Nuno Mendes. Man, Nuno Mendes and Brakanka in opposite teams. How can we see that? This is so wrong. This is so wrong. Oh, he's still at Sporting Lisbon. You stole Nuno Mendes from Sporting Lisbon. Damn it. I have to let Sporting score. No. I'm playing against Sporting Lisbon of all the teams. Damn it. Damn. This pocket is opened up, right? So I'm taking a lot of risks. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to go to key highlights. I got so much faith. Come on, let's go. All we're doing is camping against Sporting Lisbon. 2.21. We should have scored a few more goals. Okay, I'm going to drop the tempo down. Okay, done. Ah, well, we can't win everything, right? Got a draw. Fair enough. We drew against Sporting, so I'm not heartbroken. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the next tactic. Okay, so we've done these. We've got a few more tactics. Yeah, we've done all this. Okay, so one. I don't have to do it this way. I can come in here. Documents. Yeah, we done all this. Delete that. Okay, we got Emirovic, your tactic. We got Emirovic, got Detmer. Your Finch box. I want to come to your tactic soon. Okay, so download. Okay, we got two more. I'm being an idiot. $647, $822, long file. There we go. 433 DM with a DM, DLP, white target man, DLP, Rome. Wrong roll. You don't want a DLP on support. That's the mistake with this tactic. You want that, when you play a white target man, you want somebody that's going to come close to him, right? But the DLP on support is not going to do that because it's going to hold his position. So your white target man on support is always going to have a challenge because he's just going to hold up the ball and he's going to wait for support. But the support is going to take a long time. Because this guy what is he doing? He's holding his position. We'll watch the game and then we'll, make a change. But you want the role not to be holding position. So you got to choose a playmaker that is not holding his position. Or you play a CM on support with the playmaker traits, or you play a roaming playmaker. So if you're not comfortable playing a roaming playmaker, play a CM on support role with a player that's got very good attributes to be a playmaker, right? Then you might get a lot of interesting variations because then you don't have somebody roaming about, right? So you got a CM on support with very good traits. You can do that. I'm only looking at that. This is the only thing. Mazala is fine. Inverted. Again, this is one of those other tactics that depends on the center that to create a lot of goal scoring chances. So it's fairly narrow. Overlap is fine. I mean, like, sit narrow. Why pass shorter? Don't ask the target man to do that. It's almost a sin. Because sometimes the wide target man can play the pass. Now, the only time you're asking to pass, if you are playing a player in that position, don't ask him to pass it shorter, because sometimes this wide target man can also play those kind of very funky balls over the top, right? So I would definitely not do that with a wide target man. I don't see too many TIs in this tactic, right? So I don't see too many PIs. Yeah, fine. Okay. Overall tactic is fine. The only thing I would change here is this guy, this role. CM on support or roaming playmaker. Box to box is also not a bad option if you have the player with the right traits, right? And you might need him to have traits. Basically you need traits like gets into opposition area. That would be cool, right? Or killer ball. Gets into opposition area, you play like you're playing rugby, you're giving the ball to the guy. Yeah, the forward is giving the ball he's giving somebody to run with the ball, right? So he's just going to run forward with the ball. Or you're going to be playing passes to another player who's going to he's going to quarterback the pass, right? He's going to play it forward. Yeah, okay. We did everything, but we didn't set up the set pieces. I just prefer having 2 on man marking duties. This guy should come forward. All right. Unfortunately, we've conceded a goal. But I have to score I can't keep scoring 4 goals on a comeback. Let's see what we can do here. They're playing this kind of a system. Ouch. Okay, what do we do? So sit narrower, right? Okay. This guy's got to be a roaming playmaker or CMO support. We're just going to change the CMO support. Okay. Because he's going to struggle. This white target man is not going to get any love. You want a role that is not holding position if you want to play a white target man on the flanks, right? So you need somebody that's not too far away from him. Okay. Ooh, we got chopped through the middle. These are all the roles that are contributing to this. No, we're going to play counter press. Okay, I don't get this. Regroup. Standard defensive line. Okay, no. Let's play a higher defensive line, okay? Don't play standard. I mean, standard is fine if you're already taken the lead and you're holding on to the lead, right? But if you play standard, you're not committing your fullbacks as well. We got fullback on attack. He's not really going to take part in a lot of attacking transitions. So what you want to do is you basically want to play slightly higher up the pitch. Yeah. So high standard, lower. I mean, I'm not a big fan of standard. I'll probably go higher, low line engagement. This try and win the ball. Okay, we can do standard like this as well. And then, yeah. Hopefully we can get score goal, man. This is embarrassing. See if a shot will help. You're using an AMR, helping my DCR because he has good aerial skills. Okay. I mean, to me, right, the only thing I would worry about is if you don't have a play here. Our play is okay, but if you don't have a player here who helps tackle, see, ours was okay, and I'm gonna try and get back into the game. Counter press. We're gonna try and win the ball back when we lose the ball, right? Like, I get what you're trying to do. Yours is more a counter-attacking tactic, but yeah, this standard is okay. I mean, like, for me, I get very angsty when I play on low defensive lines, right? Then, but we added hard tackling and we added tight marking, so to make the compression a bit more aggressive. Because just now the compression wasn't aggressive enough. We managed to pull one goal back. We were playing against a 5 back line, so we have to be careful. Now we're playing a counter pressing on because we want to make sure that we try and win the ball back, right? Fire up. No, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. My first version of DLP has complete wingback on right side. There more roaming. I don't need more roaming. Okay, we change it. See, I just changed it to CM and support. We get better, right? So now I won't go deep line playmaker. Deep line playmaker is 100% the wrong thing to choose. I'll go like something like a roaming playmaker here. You can even go box to box. If you're worried, right, about your players, this guy vacating the position, go with box to box. Box to box can be okay. He still roams from position, but at least he does not go into the half spaces, right? And the only reason why anybody would want to do that would be, okay, maybe I want to support the inside forward, but then you want the inside forward to be attacking the space. So why would you want him to have support, like a passing option? Why the inside forward isn't good enough on his own, right? So that's the reason why, like, sometimes you play a Mazzala here. It's, for me personally, it's sort of Mazzala to help create goal scoring opportunities, right? But Mazzala and inside forward on the same flank kind of like defeats the purpose of having the inside forward there. So you have a box to box. Yeah, he goes with the the box to box goes with the inside forward, right? So they both might go up the pitch, but he won't be like in his position all the time. He'll try and get into the box. So yeah, I will go box to box in the formation instead of using a mez. If you're using a Mazzala, nah, your inside forward isn't good enough. So don't bother. BTD, play our defense. This is the other thing, right? If your team, you got to be careful with play our defense, right? Also, because play our defense is an instruction that you want. You have to be, your players have to be comfortable bringing the ball out, right? This team, I like this formation. I really love this formation in Football Manager 21. It's very annoying to play with because it can be so good defensively and offensively. So every time you try and get a bit more attacking, right, you get into trouble. Let's see. What do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, shorter, tempo higher, wide target man, support, fullback coming this way, complete forward, pass it shorter, remove that. Don't ask the advanced forward to pass it shorter. Why ask? Don't. Remove pass it shorter is an instruction, right? Unless it's a relic or something else. Okay, so we got low crosses. Okay, advanced forward is going to go into the channel when we have the space. He might come here. This guy is going to look this way. This guy, it makes sense to cross in far post. Okay, let's go. DM into CM as DLP with more direct passes. DLP cannot play beside a white target man. Yeah, that's all. You cannot play a DLP beside a white target man. You need somebody to go up, right, and come down. You cannot have somebody holding his position. So there's only a CM on support. You can play box to box beside a white target man. You can play CM on support, box to box, ball winning midfielder on support if there's the right trade, and then you boom, finally got the equalizer back. I'm not gonna lose, man, today. So when we play, see now we got our fullback coming up the pitch as well. You want players that actually get together with the WTM. Then the WTM has got some, he holds out the ball for a reason. Otherwise, don't play him there, right? You can only play with CM on support, box to box. Ball winning midfielder also is not a bad option, right? No. Mazzala and inside forward won't change positions. No. It doesn't happen that way, man. No. Mazzala will not go outside because the inside forward is coming in. No. That doesn't work that way. And if you want that way, this guy comes into this position, this guy attacks this position, right? The Mazzala is not gonna just come in here all the time. But if that happens, right? If that ever happens, okay, you better make sure God is playing this position. Right, these three positions better be good players. Otherwise, you get into a lot of trouble. Mazzalas are very good in camping systems. That means if I was playing a complete forward here on support, this Mazzala is gonna rule the roost. Then I'll play Mazzala on attack. I'll play this guy as a winger on support. I'll play this guy as a central midfielder on support. I'll still play this as a fullback. Now I get a different dynamic. I get this guy coming dropping deep. I get this guy attacking the box. I get this guy holding up. I get this guy to be the goal scorer. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oops. Okay, Wolves 4-2-3-1. Last one before we pull in some more tactics. Okay, DLF attack Shadow Striker. It's this one works, man. I don't have to spend too much time. Amidovic, your tactics, you don't. No. Amidovic, your tactics are. I don't know if they're gonna end up against me. I could end up facing the tactic every time, right? I gotta be very careful with Amidovic's tactics. I could end up. It's happened to me a few times before in the past, but not with Amidovic. I'm sure he's not that kind of a person. Okay, lower line navigation, higher defense. Okay, whatever it is, 4-2-3-1, don't do this, right? Just remove this instruction, just put it here. That's it, done. No need to change anything else. We don't need to change anything. Host position, box to box goes up. Fullback attack is bold and beautiful. Inside forward support, does he do anything? Sit narrow, tackle harder, mark tighter, more direct, get further forward. Okay, I get this. You want him to be here. Why? Because you think he's going to make... Why? He's blocking traffic with the fullback attack. He's not blocking traffic. The fullback attack is going to go down the flanks because the inside forward will come inside anyway. Right? But this is funky, man. We're going to play this. We got to play this. This is a bit funky. We got to see this. Alright, we're going to get to your tactics very soon, guys. Okay. Yeah, as well as Finch box. The next one is yours. Alright, I gotta load Finch box just safe. I promise they would. Alright, okay. That's okay, it's okay. No, you please do. I gotta use anything. Do use my own against me, so I don't mind. Okay. Use title marking, more urgent, get stuck in. Okay, hit early cross. This actually is not bad, right? Okay, fullback is gonna go this way. You can control with these two players. I don't see any reason why this tactic. The only thing I will hold back against this tactic. Oh, you didn't. You went wide as well. Okay. Nothing's wrong with this tactic. I have full faith in this tactic. Except for the player instruction traits we given the guy on the right flank. That's the only thing that's holding me back now. Like, bloody hell. So many TPIs. Okay, let's go. Granada versus Deportivo. Right, and the other thing that was the one I mentioned was don't play narrow. That's it. Don't play defensive with narrow. This tactic. So this is your tactic. We haven't changed anything, right? We still... Oh, we got standard already. Okay. That Shadow Striker DLP box to box. Shadow Striker DLF. Okay, let's see. DLF on attack, shadow striker, winger. This flank really needs to work very well. Barrios already picked up a yellow card. Yeah. I don't know how that happens because he's trying to do the cross, right? Then the impact of the cross, there's a follow through of the cross. He kept running after that. This is a fairly aggressive tactic. Yeah, I would. Nah, there's nothing. I wouldn't change it, man. Yeah. Except for the width. That's the only thing I'll change. The defensive width. Just don't play it on narrow. Other than that, you're fine. Yeah. The transition's all okay. Yep. I mean, wait. Can we just make it slight? I just drop the tempo. Don't have to hit the early cross. You can play our defense if you feel like it. Now we got a yellow card here. Both of them are yellow. Inigo, I don't know whether you're any decent. Are you decent? Okay, you're decent. Come here. Okay. Now tackle harder. Now only problem is you got fillers all who need close down less or Don't do that. Not with two central midfielders. You don't want them to do that. Even if it's a DLP on support. Take more risk, get further forward. Dear Lord. Getting further forward with a box-to-box roll is a very bad move. Because then the box-to-box move is already roaming. Your DLP is going to... Yeah. Your DLP definitely is going to have issues. Right? He's going to have a lot of problems. And plus, you're telling him not to close down. Wow. That's not... No. I don't do that. Don't do that. Just remove the close down less on the DLP. And then... remove the PS on the box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. Bang. See, this doesn't, because now the positioning is so much more nicer. And the tempo, you don't have to make it super fast, right? Because you need players to come up and support you. You're flexible, so you need this guy to be able to come up. And now we reduce this. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely... This role can be a few roles. Can be a pressing forward attack. Right, shadow striker, winger. But then the problem with this kind of setups is you want him to vacate the space, right? At least the shadow striker gets some funky love. Then there's the reason. Then there's not. Okay. That position for the striker has to be a move into channels role, or it has to be a player that is on support duty. That's it. So pick one of the two. I probably think it's easier to make the DLF on support work. It's slightly harder than to use a pure move into channels role, right? But then you have to camp. You got to move the ball around a lot more. Do you defend narrow with the 4-4-2? Yeah, I can. Definitely, you can. But it depends on the duties of my wingers, right? If my wingers are both on attack duty, I won't. That because then my wingers are not coming back, right? So I need them to track back. Unless I'm so comfortable with my backline, I rarely defend narrow with any other formation except for the 4-3-3 DM. You forgot the TI, the IF was a white mate. Oh, okay. Okay, this is fine. Ow. I just lost the... Ow. Was painful. There's something to be said about buying wireless headsets, man. Yeah, I wouldn't change this tactic too much, right? So DLF on support can work. We're getting a few chances anyway. Yeah, just missing some good, decent goal scoring opportunities. Yeah, look. Yo, baby. DLF on support, you get this kind of movement. Right? If you play attack duty, you get a different kind of movement. Right? So you get like players trying to attack. So now we're playing a DLF on support. So we get a lot of this more patient build up around the edge of the box, which makes this low crosses worth it. So I'm going to go work ball into box. Go, 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 chase. We haven't lost yet. We haven't lost yet. Okay. All right. We're bound to lose sooner or later. Oh, what a goal. Man. This is nice. You see this? Counter attack was nice. Sweet. They gone 4-2-4. I'm not going to change anything. The tactic doesn't need to be changed. Maybe this role. Yeah, but I won't change anything. I'm too lazy. Okay. I'll remove this. I'll remove this. Because I'm playing against a 4-2-4, right? So I don't want to work ball into box. Because they'll have 4 players in the line, right? Ready to attack my channels. So I won't have work ball into box. Because if I lose the build-up, cause they comes with work ball into box, then the channels open up because they will just put one through the channels. And I'll be in trouble. Right, so guys, don't forget, if you like the show, hit the like and the subscribe button. And we'll be getting to the tactics very soon, right? All the guys who popped in the tactics in the link earlier when we started the show. Okay, Duns. Okay, Finchbox, your save is next. Go, 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 go. We done this. Okay, come on, let's go. Out. Thank you very much. Thanks for all the fish. See you later. Okay, we'll save this, then come back to it later. Claudio Almeida Deportivo. Claudio Almeida, we are using your save, one. Your save. We're chasing the leading pack now. Not doing too badly, are we? Right. We're doing okay. Hey, we moved to 4th. Yeah. So we went from here, we went from somewhere here, I think, and boom, 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 and we're there already. We're tasting the greatness. Okay. All right. We're going to load a game of Finchbox, your tactic. Okay. How long am I going to go for today? I don't know, man. Ask my wife. All right, Target Man Poacher, what in the world are you doing? Wow, Finchbox, this is bold and beautiful, man. This is the typical, I like this, right? Okay, this is very nasty. This is very, very nasty. There is no reason why I'll change this tactic, okay? Absolutely zero reason to change this tactic. Zero, nada. There's no reason why I'll change this tactic. Except maybe at crossing target man, that's about it. Winger, target man coming. Poacher, yes, nice, because winger is attacking. Cautious, please remove the mentality. Okay, we're changing bits and pieces of this tactic, okay? All right. We're changing bits and pieces of this. Hey, Tony, how are you, man? Hey, you're Finchbox. Tony is Finchbox, okay, all right. Okay. All right. I like this tactic. There's nothing wrong with the tactic inherently. Yeah, just cautious mentality. Why so cautious? Why so cautious, man? Yeah, you're already taking law kicks, distribute. Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Just don't distribute over opposition defense and pray and hope that the target man gets there. Okay. This is my philosophy in life, right? If I'm going to play long ball, I don't want to say to the target man, you could be here. Like, this, who fit as far as you can, what? How was your kicking? I hope you sign somebody you can kick 10, okay? All right. That ain't very, doesn't make me feel confident going to this game. But once again, we're going to wing it. I have no idea where our players are like. I have no idea, man. Breeze doesn't normally play as a poacher. I don't know. I just went to the S-Man. I'm winging it. I've been on a winging perfect run today. All right. Okay. We're going to have to change this tactic, right? I mean, I can wing things only so far. Okay, Abs Fleet. Wait. You yellow? Are you Abs Fleet against Kingstonian? Hang on a minute. Anybody who follows this stream long enough, any long-time supporter of this channel knows that we're going to lose this game. If you're Abs Fleet. Are you Abs Fleet? If you're Abs Fleet, you're going to lose this game. There's no reason why we're going to win. It's impossible to beat Kingstonian. It is absolutely impossible to beat Kingstonian. Right? Wait, I don't know who's playing where. Callum Ward. Oh my goodness, this is Kingstonian. You are managing Kingstonian. Holy cow, sir. We are going to win this, man. There's no reason why we can't win this. This is Kingstonian. Oh my goodness, he's managing Kingstonian. How many of you out there actually gone to manage Kingstonian? You're kings. All right. Kulos bananos. Okay. Now when you play this kind of tactics, right? Okay. I mean, it's bold, but just go positive. All right. Don't do that. Just don't do this, okay? Because you've got these guys up so far forward, they're in China, okay? All right. So you do want them to help at least track some of the players back. So you got two options. The first option is you tell these players to play a very specific game, okay? So we are playing against, who are we playing against? We're playing against this team. We got Lane and Taylor, okay? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a slightly different game. Clau is going to be told to mark. Well, this is the part where it gets confusing. Okay, this is a okay. So our left back has to mark their right back, right? Okay, so Lane. Yeah, I'm gonna screw things up, okay, guys. Wait. Which SI I mean this is easier for my brain to think. Okay. Seriously, I'm so tired. Okay, all right, okay. So we're gonna mark usually a specific player. Okay, that's it. You mark the fullback. No. We're marking the right winger, not the fullback. We can mark the fullback too. Then they have to play the ball, right? And then the winger gets the ball. So there are two options. Okay. First option is to do this. It's not a bad option. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, or we can do something even more crazy. Okay, we're gonna mark the attacking winger. All right, then we're going to tell this guy to mark the... So we're going to ask these guys to follow their wingers. All right, so this guy's going to follow the wingers. And these two guys are going to be told to mark the defenders. So this guy's going to mark one defender. And this guy's going to mark the other defender. All right, so whatever it is, they have to pass to the fullbacks, right? Okay, so we've done that, right? So now we're gonna come in here. Hopefully everything is still follow me. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this whole entire back line under pressing intensity. Okay. And let's just confirm the changes. Everything I've done, has it all been put in to practice? Okay. I'm just gonna pay attention to these two guys. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is really hoping. We have to see comprehensive highlights. Okay, we see. Okay, all right, fine. Okay, all right. That is one. Okay, so this is Anderson. Where's our winger? Okay, Rance. Okay, they're all tracking, right? So they're all following the wingers. So we got our wingers back to help us defend. See? So you see this guy? He's on the winger. So now their wingers are not going to be an easy passing outlet. There we go. Bang. Right. So we can play this tactic in a slightly different way. So the wingers get, their wingers are completely taken out of the equation, right? So it's purely defensive, right? Yeah, this is how I used to play for with my teams last time. Okay, now this NCB. Okay, I get the reason. You're gonna hoof the ball up, right? Target man, poacher. Yeah, that's it. I will leave everything alone. Maybe I go a bit fairly wider because now all I want to do is I want to use the flanks, right? Okay, extremely direct. I get exactly what you're doing. Dribble less. Okay, done. We're just gonna emphasize that a bit more. Right, that's it. Lower defensive line because you don't want any of your players to be too far forward when you're attacking. I get it. Okay, fine. We just made it a bit more defensively solid. Okay, we just made it slightly different. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's gonna put a lot more pressure on teams that are playing with wingers because now the wingers are gonna be marked, and their defenders are going to be marked too by our strikers. So they're not going to be a passing option. But c'est la vie, so far, so yeah, we're just getting baby. Yeah, baby. Something, that's all we're gonna, hope for in life. Okay. Okay, let's try something else. All right. You are on your own all the time. Okay, so we're gonna put you target man on a tank and a poacher. Right? So that's it. That's it. A very, very I get what you're trying to do. That's why I'm not gonna change too much of how you're playing. Right. So there's only so much that we can do with the players that we have, right? So I haven't gone through your set pieces. I don't know your players. I mean, I haven't looked at the players just yet. Okay, so let's look at the players. Jumping reach 14, positioning 8. Ooh, okay, all right. Jumping reach is king in lower leagues, man. Jumping reach is the most important attribute right now. So they are okay. Marko Kavicic, 13. Okay, no, I wouldn't play him. What's this guy? Breeze. Striker. Acceleration. Nah, forget it. Too slow. I'll play you. Okay. How can you see to tell what transfers you gotta make? The performance view doesn't tell you what transfers you're supposed to be. You're supposed to like make that decision for yourself based on what you want. Like, you want players with key passing. Okay, all right. Then you go look for players with key passing. Okay. Okay, what we're seeing is a bit okay. I mean, we get the fullbacks tracking. We've got. Yeah. Okay, the other option that you can do, right? Lower league football. Instead of playing this, I know this route 1, right? I know you like route 1, so we're gonna just modify this route 1 a bit more. Wait, how do I do this? Okay, save. Okay. All right. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. Load. Is it from here? Okay, done. Okay. We're gonna do a double. Okay, so we're gonna go defensive midfield on support. Very conservative. Regista on support. Winger. Okay. All right, we got 2 here. And at once forward. This is one way, but lower leagues normally I recommend this. Always play with a 2 striker combination. Okay, which side makes sense? This guy. Okay, can. Okay, we don't know what I would add. Everybody's playing long passing in your team. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can play a double DM and just hoof the ball. Can TM work as a solo striker in tactic with no players? You hold up the ball, but you have to have players coming off to support him. Yeah. I will go with a double D. I'll have your second tactic to be a double DM system, right? 2 DMs. So you can go DM support and Regista or DM support if you boulder with a Volante, right? So you got 1 highlight, not bad. Okay. And then you got a target man on support with a poacher. Simple setup for a 4-4-2 DM. Yeah. The challenge in lower league football is you have to find the right players, right? So all you gotta do is make sure that your target man has got jumping reach for shish kebabs. And the striker has got speed. Jumping reach 11. What's this? Josh Breach. I took the wrong player off. I'm an idiot. That guy should have been a target man. That player should have been a target man. Not this. This is the one I picked. Yeah, let's get a bit more. Oh, not lower. Don't do this. Have some ambition. You can do this instead, right? Do this. Drop this lower line of engagement. Play with a standard defensive line. All right, that's a bit more better. When you play with a low defensive line, it just means that you're gonna leave like the two midfielders without much support. Right? And then when you have to build the play up, you're choked because they don't have enough. You don't have enough players to create the links. You can play long ball football with with a low defensive line, but then what will happen is you need players to get away and those passes to actually connect. But sometimes they don't happen. So what do? Like you struggle, right? So I give yourself some options. I'm giving myself some options. Actually, 4-4-2 DM, you can afford to do that. See where the players come back. They still remember what we did earlier. Where have they come? They've come straight back to help us defend. And they are in a position to receive the first ball. Right. And then they will hustle to get up the pitch. So you can definitely set up a tactic, right, that plays using play instructions, especially with lower league football. Lower league football, I use a lot of these funky man marking instructions. I've been doing it for many years. Right. It's the way I play lower league football. And I will say this much, right? When it comes to lower league football, there's no formation that beats it like a 4-1-3-2 or a 4-4-2 DM. And the common denominator in both these tactics is two strikers. So you play with like a target man advance forward, target man poacher, target man complete forward. I've even gone trequartista in lower league so it can work as well. So it's not like we're playing any worse right now. We're actually playing slightly better, right? With a DM setup, right? So we got DM and then we've got a DM and then we've got the what's the other one? They had there? I had a DM and a register, right? Yeah, okay. So it's okay. I mean, like, the good thing about playing these kind of setups is when you have two strikers, you got so many options. You can go leave them to do all the work. But what we've done is we use specific man marking in a very creative way, right? Because what this forces these two guys to keep coming back. You see that now we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 man defense. Evil. It's an evil 6-man. We play 6 men behind the ball. Oh, this is so evil. We get these guys coming back. Their wingers, they're still getting 7.3, right? They're still getting good ratings. I mean, of course, it's not very it's not very ambitious. But it's something that you can do in your tactics. All right. So it's just an option, right, for you to do. I mean, I would suggest, let's see, use mark specific. That is the marking instruction. The only problem with mark specific instructions is this, right? When they make a substitution, you better be Johnny on the spot. That's it. If you're not Johnny on the spot, you're gonna have issues. Our defenders are so they've gone here. We're allowing them to play the ball out to their fullbacks, right? But the moment the fullbacks at the ball, they're gonna have an issue. So you see how the difference is between a 4-4-2 DM and a 4-4, the way you played it, right? And I played long towards the over the distribution, right? Distribution over. Now I just leave this here, distribute quickly. Right? Now we leave and they scored a goal. But we're gonna leave it to the goalkeeper to distribute quickly because I think distributing over the opposition defense wasn't a good idea. That's literally like, just go and kick the ball and hope for the best. Distribute over. I prefer distribute quickly for a keeper, or especially when you're playing a target man. When you're playing a target man, distribute quickly is actually kind of a good instruction. When you're playing target man, but not when you are playing with when you play with a target man, distribute quickly is kind of cool. Not over the opposition defense, which was my mistake just now. Your Kingstonian team is doing quite well. Come on, man. Let's get this. Should get promoted. You should get promoted. Doing quite well. Yeah. Just some dirty tricks I use in some of my matches. Right. Mark opposition player, you track them back. You create like your 4-man backline becomes a 6-man backline. I don't know if you guys ever I think the guys on Discord saw it once before when I played like a 6 defender tactic. All I had was 6 guys in a row at the bottom. I even had once. This was back in the day when we could actually have the libero and the sweeper, right? Okay, and then I had one row and I had one more guy there, and all I had was like a sword coming out. One player in the center. That's it. There was nobody else in the formation. It just looked like a bloody sword, like this, perfectly shaped like a sword. And I called the formation the sword, and I used it to get promoted. But it was so defensive, right? Yeah, if you set it up like that, it'll be fine. So you can play with a standard defensive line, or you can play with, you want to play a low defensive line, that is also possible. So I think with this, you can. And now we go to a low defensive line. But I wouldn't drop my line of engagement anymore. But this opens up gaps, you see. So these guys better hustle now. And then when you want to build possession, you want to do something with the ball, the lower your defensive line, the more out of touch your midfield is with your deep back line. That's something you have to bear in mind when you play a low defensive line. It's okay. You don't have to be. Yeah, it's nice to see Kingstonian, right? I love my Kingstonians, man. Man, I miss managing. I actually kind of miss the Diffuse challenge because I somehow or another, whenever we do the holiday mode, I always end up picking Kingstonian. I mean, I could pick any number of teams after that, but I always pick Kingstonian. This brings me a lot of happy memories. Okay, so that's enough, right? That the team did well to come back actually. Okay, so it doesn't need to do. You don't have to make too many changes, right? But I would definitely kind of like, if this can only work if you just want to hoof the ball, but it's like, why so cautious? You already like, you got 4 guys here and you got 4 guys that never coming back. Then you done this, basically telling your front group, well, you don't have to do anything. But I would definitely avoid that. I'll just do it like this. And then this is where, if you are prepared to do this, then what you should do instead is do this. Use specific man marking, because you already have ruled them out defensively, haven't you? Right? So why don't you get them to mark the wingers? Then you get a 6-man backline. This is very handy in lower league football, right? So you get 6-man backline, and then you use the 2 strikers here to mark their defenders. Now they can only pass to the fullbacks. And how good are the fullbacks? Can you imagine how good those fullbacks gotta be just to bring the ball forward, right? So they gotta bring the ball forward, and then But what I would do is I'll play with double DM. So there are 2 ways of playing the 4-2-4 in lower league football. One is like this, right? But then I'll play with a slightly higher standard defensive line, and a lower line. The moment you see these 2 dots, right, in the middle third, you're done. You're sorted. What does this mean? It means that 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to close down at the halfway line, right? At the middle third, or your third. These 2 are out. If you do this is different. This is the final third, right? So they will help, but they'll start closing down the final third. So what this means is that these 4 might begin a press, and then you left with these 2 guys might get pulled out of position. So yeah, something like this. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, we're going to go back to Mr. Almeida. Okay, now I'm going to call up the rest of let's see what we got. Alfo, we got a tactic coming in. Okay, we got one more. Let's see this. Panther, Alfo, your tactic. Okay, we're going to load your tactic now. Then we're going to look at the rest of the tactics, right? We got some more coming in. Where's Alfo? Yeah, there he is. Cut. That's the la. I'm hungry like the wolf. Tactics. Let's look at our first tactic. The Panther of shish kebabs. Strikeless again. Ball playing, defending. Okay, all right. I get it. Okay, get it. Very attacking even. Okay, let's just play this and see what happens, right? Okay. The thing about Strikeless tactics is the only thing that you have to remember about Strikeless tactics is your line engagement. That's it. Sort that out and you're fine. Then the other thing is this Strikeless tactic actually. It can work. He's gonna anchor. This guy's gonna anchor. This depends on these two players. And then we got this guy running this way, this guy running this way, this guy holding up. Yeah, it definitely can work. I don't see any reason why this can't work. Yeah. I don't see a reason why this won't work. Maybe this guy could be an anchor, like an Engosh. But then these two are gonna play off him. Libero. Wow. Yeah, you found the correct link, Mon. Okay, because you guys on Discord, right? So we got you already have the links, right? So I'm gonna get to the community after you guys. Then we're gonna run through the community tactics and have a look at all of them. Okay. Just very quickly, let's play this. Because I suspect that the only thing that we need to change is that role in front. I might be wrong. Okay, let's play this on extended. Okay. Again, we're watching Deportivo. Let's see the action zones. Now, 1, 2, there we go. Yeah, I mean, even then, the Shadow Striker is okay. This guy has to have likes to beat offside trap. Moves in the channels, that's the reason why he went there. We need the likes to beat offside. You need likes to beat offside, likes to beat offside. For all three of them. Not one, all three. You have to put likes to beat. You have to, when you play Strikeless tactics, right? All three of them have to have likes to beat offside trap. And guess, yeah, all of them. You cannot afford not to have it. Yeah, see, I knew there was nothing wrong with this tactic. Yeah, it's just nice. I mean, I won't say you have to have likes to be. I mean, I recommend having it because the thing is that these guys are going to be so close to the back line, right? That if you have likes to beat the offside trap, then if you're camping, right, those guys are going to start making those runs. They're going to try and make those runs between the tiers all the time. So it helps. It doesn't help when it won't help all the time. But yeah, it's kind of good to have. Tries first time shots like play to feet. No, this guy won't be happy in this Strikeless. Off the ball, acceleration left. I would go with likes to beat offside trap, man. Trying to get final achievements with international team and Germany doesn't really have an out. Oh, okay. Yeah, can. I got my set piece achievement already. As a set piece achievement, right? If you can build every single permutation of set pieces in the game, you get an achievement. Every different set piece permutation, I did it successfully. So the game gave me congratulations, you're a set piece specialist and all that kind of nonsense. I kind of found it very funny. I think for free kicks you need 16. Yeah, 16 different variations. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this tactic. Yeah, it will work, man. Just make sure all three have got likes to be offside track when you're fine. Yeah, I will just leave it there while we go and get the other tactics. Okay, in fact, we don't even need to look. Hold on, man. We'll come back to this in a short while. Of course, you can see the goals happening in the background. Yeah, BYT. Okay, here we go. All right, we've got a few here. 1, 2. Remember, once again, right? One tactic at a time. Okay. All right. So we got all these tactics. We're going to download all of them. And then we're going to stick them in. Nathan, your tactics is my first one I look at. I don't know if it's going to be the first one, but it depends on the order the tactics come in, right? When I unload them. Please don't be an FM for ops. Oh man, I don't want to look at saves, man. Guys, I'm yeah, I'm not looking at saves. I'm looking at tactics now. Yeah. So I'll just look at your... There's a reason why I don't want to download files from you guys, right? Don't want FM files from you guys, because the last time we did this, one of the files got corrupted. And because of that, none of the tactics could be opened up. None of them, we couldn't open anything up. So I don't want to try not to send me files, your game saves anymore. Right. So I try and send me your tactics only. Yeah. There's an issue that we had last time. I never for some of the others, I'm okay with it because I know them personally. So yeah, I can accept their file saves. It's easier for me because I know they don't have. Man, this tactic is so good. We're just gonna go on key highlights now. There's Alpha. Your tactic is just. Can you? Yeah, this is actually a very good tactic. Very good tactic. Very, 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 very good strikeless tactic. One of the best I've seen so far. Very, very good. I like this strikeless tactic. I might use it myself. I'm not even watching, right? It's like I'm looking at the numbers, the chances that you're creating, and just the goals. We just autopilot and just left players there. And you just shut up and get on. Okay, let's go. I don't know who's playing where. Just randomly picking players now. The only thing about some strikeless tactics is going to be if you play the ball, the configuration is got the 3-man backline. That's the only time that you might have issues. Sometimes, not all the time. The space, the pocket of space, right? So what do? You do this. Or you can do this. Okay, that's it. Just gonna lower the defensive line. Because strikeless tactics can be quite annoying to break down. Yeah. I like this. You don't have to have TIs, man, this game. I mean, sometimes people just shove too many TIs into a game just doesn't make sense. That TIs do something in the game, you know? Like, play wide just tells the team, hey, play it wide. And then you get wingers into more action. Pass into space, your team starts, every Tom, Dick and Harry, Mary, Jane and Sally starts thinking that they are bloody Ronaldo or Pele, because then they all start playing risky passes and try to play the through ball. Because by default, the game, players are passing to feet. When you play pass into space, they stop doing that. And only the roles that are hard-coded to pass to feet will do it from that moment onwards. So then, generally, it checks most of the rules out. The focus is, I don't mind focus. Focus is not bad because it's really improved for FM21 because it helps you bring support to whichever flank that you want to attack. Overlaps are overused in the game. Overlaps can be very nice to use if you know exactly what you're doing. But when you don't and you're not sure, avoid them. Why? Because they increase the mentality of your flank, and they also kind of they reduce the mentality of attacking players. So the only reason why I use overlaps is actually to build overloads, right? But then most people, when they watch one video and they go like, oh, we have to create overloads, therefore we must use overlaps because he does it. No, then you see them playing a much higher line of engagement, and then it stops working. Why? Then they go like, oh, it doesn't work. Then I'm going like, yeah, it's not gonna work anymore because there ain't no more space on the pitch. So yeah, be very careful with these, right? So there's a time and a place. Underlaps are really unique to certain formations like the 4-3-3. Work ball into box just slows and reduces crossing. Yeah, you don't have to if you don't need to. It's not a must. Okay, here early crosses, yes, very, very. It's very unique. Good for counter-attacking systems, right? And this system, strikeless tactics, right? These strikeless tactics can benefit from this, right? And then you got mixed crosses. Okay, these crosses floated only good when you got tall players in the box. Whip crosses only good when you are playing formations which have got attacking duties running from the center. Otherwise, don't bother using it. Low crosses, fantastic all-rounder, especially for tactics like camping and use inside force, or you want players cutting from the the area to do cutbacks. Yeah, unsure, play mixed crosses. And you see, he's got mixed crosses, which is fine because he might have tall players, he might have fast players, and in this tactic it makes sense because There are players who are running from the center, right? Then you got play for set pieces, dribble less, run at defense, be more expressive. This is the creative freedom is one of the least needed ones because it's limited to the kind of teams that you are using. So then you got lower defensive. Like we haven't even gone to this game, right? Lower defensive. I don't concede any more goals. You guys, the three of you, don't have to push up anymore. Brilliant. So you can even you need to understand what these defensive line does in a game. Like now, our strikeless tactics just become a very annoying system with absolutely no ambition, but we're going to score goals. Why? Very commonsensical. This is what a lot of people fail to understand about strikeless tactics. Very common. I mean, a lot of people have created strikeless tactics, or they go out and make strikeless tactics, and I've seen a lot of them. A lot of these tactics, I've received quite a number from you guys. But the most important thing about striker's tactics is the most important thing is you need to create space for them to attack you. That's it. The moment they create space, and then if you got like standard to low defensive line, it's a very annoying tactic because none of these players is going to vacate their spots, right? So they're attacking you, and then they come up against this great wall, and then you hit them over there, and that's what we just did. Okay, so we've done this. Okay, this is a very nice tactic. I love your strikeless tactic. It's very, very well thought out. This is one of the best strikeless tactics I've seen in a long, long time. Okay, so now we've got done Penta. Okay, we've done all this. Okay, now this is the confusing part for me now because I got these saves inside here. I gotta remove these two saves. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna load the. This makes things a lot more complicated. Shit. Sorry, excuse me. Do. Okay, let's see what we got to work with. Okay, we got 3 saves here. I'm just gonna look at the tactics within the saves, right? We're not gonna play the saves. Yeah. Okay. This is one of those other things, right? Don't play a 4-2-4 if your team isn't ready for it. Right. This is definitely you can see more goals. Right? I just go play a 4-2 DM, right? Just don't use a 4-4. Like this, don't bother. Right, I wouldn't do this because the problem with this tactic is this. You see, look at how you perform, right? You always conceding goals. It's not a question of whether you can keep a clean sheet. You can't keep 2-0, 1, 2, 3, 4 clean sheets. This is one of those if you're lucky, you might get a clean sheet. So I would just create a new tactic. Go to a 4-4. Even this. Okay, let's just use this as a base. Okay, bang. I would definitely be playing something like this. You need to get out of the relegation zone, right? You gotta be a contender. So I would definitely start looking at formations that are more like this, like a 4-4-2 DM, like what we just did on the show earlier with some of the other tactics. Because if I'm looking at your team in a team report, your squad depth. Yeah, so a comparison, right? Defenders, physical, Physical. Right, okay, let's go at defenders physical. Let's look at a jumping reach, right? Okay. Wait. Jumping is about 15. That's okay, man. For this, you're okay. You're about there. Okay. Mental. I don't know why you're playing. You're giving away so much of a possession, so many chances. Positioning 13. Man, okay. Stop playing this. Just don't play this anymore. Okay. First up, AP, very aggressive, takes a lot of risk. Ball winning midfielder gonna go absent in a lot of your transitions. This guy, you're expecting him to do a lot of work, right? You're expecting to create a lot of chances. But pressing for an advance forward and a winger on attack, this guy's gonna attack the lines very aggressively. So you're trying to hit teams on the break, but you're committing so many of them forward. The only way I'll play this, if I can tell these guys to do specific man marking, they're wingers. Like, you know what, earlier what we did in the we did it with an earlier example. When you go into matches, what you tell these guys to do, you tell these players to always mark the opposite winger, not the fullback, but the winger. That way they always track back and give you a back four. Then what you do is you turn this guy into a target man on attack. So whenever you win the ball goes over the top straight away. Now, if I wanted to play a combination like this, I'll probably use a hold position, like a DLP on support. This way you get what is a very nice combination where this guy tries to win the ball high up the pitch and this player holds his position. Then you get a different dynamic, because with an attacking playmaker, they tend to dribble a bit too much, right? You could lose the ball in a very, very critical area of the pitch. Yeah, so this is something you want to avoid. Now, if you play this tactic, I would sink this tactic tomorrow. I won't even bother using it. Why? Because this is the reason why you're conceding a lot of goals. When these two players go up the pitch, you got nobody, and this is probably your fullbacks probably have a lot of yellow cards, right? I don't know where are your fullbacks in town? No, they're not. Wait, are your fullbacks around? Wait, unavailable. Okay. All right, where are your fullbacks? Okay, let's go. Bang, bang. Your fullbacks probably get a lot of yellow cards, man. I don't know who's playing your fullback position. What's he? What positions does he play? Fullback. Okay, then go red, yellow, yellow. That's it. I see one game and he's got one yellow, yellow, red. Yeah, this tactic is not good, man. You 3 yellow cards. Yeah, no way. Yeah, I was right. This position is gonna just get toasted with yellow cards because this guy, yeah, play a DLP on support. Yeah, play a DLP on even if you play a DLP on defend is okay. Then this guy becomes ball winning. Why? I don't get this, right? A lot of people play ball winning midfield on defend. I don't believe you should, because you should be playing a ball winning midfield on support. Why? He helped, especially when you have 2 AMs. You want the ball winning midfielder to try and win the ball in the final third. Then it makes sense, right? Because he's such an aggressive ball winner. Why would you want to be aggressive in your third, right? Then you got DLP on defend. Then turn this guy. This player is a DLF on support. He drops deep. This guy runs off. Now you got a bit more security with this tactic. And if you're gonna play a 4-2-4 like this, don't even hope to get this guy to go forward. These guys are all staying at the back. They're gonna help you protect the back line. You don't want them too far forward. Lower defensive line doesn't necessarily help you out very much. It just tells you, okay, guys, don't go far up the pitch. Okay, what you do is you just push it up a bit more standard and don't do this. You see, 4-2-4 like this, right? When you do this, basically 1, 2, 3, 4 are not coming back, right? These guys are going to go all day long dealing with crosses and having to tackle. They'll pick up a yellow card instantly. So don't play this. Play like that. The only time you play narrow as a strategy is if it's a strategy, as in you have the players to help you drop back and make it hard for them because you've given them space, but you're not making it easy for them to find goal scoring opportunities, right? This is a major, like, okay, you don't have to do this. This is like this is not a good option. You don't need to, right? Playing higher tempo just means that everything is going to be done in a hurry, right? So, okay, pass into space. Okay, trust me, if you can win the ball here, your players are going to get into space. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to charge into space because you played this. Pass into space just affects this player because he's going to start taking more risks. This player is already doing it. This player is already doing it. This player. this player, and this player. Now, pass into risk right now. If you don't use pass into space, he plays a risky pass, he plays a risky pass, he plays a risky pass. Your mentality is positive. These two players are most likely only going to do it if a good pass presents itself. So why do you need pass into space? It's not going to make your passes, your true passes happen automatically. It's just going to make more players try the harder pass. So don't do it, right? It's obviously it's not going to work for you. So don't use this unless you see the opposition playing with wing backs and they're coming up the pitch. They're going to a 4-2-4 with attacking fullbacks and they've left the flanks open. Then yes, do it, right? So this DLP, defend, ball winning midfielder. Yeah, this is not too. This can work. Ball winning. Okay, actually, what I would do is swap these two. I will put the ball winning midfielder here. I will put the deep lying defender here. Why? Because you got an attacking role here, right? Inverted wingers busting a gut. Now, if I play a ball winning midfielder on support, he's going to try and win the ball high up the pitch, right? Okay, if this guy loses the ball, this player is going to be high up the pitch. He's going to try and help you close it down. So you've got a very aggressive player where you are actually, this guy is going to attack the box. This guy is going to move around the channels. And this guy is going to occasionally go this way or this way. Yeah, it makes sense. Now, okay, I would do, this is something that I would do, right? I'd minimize. You can go standard line of engagement, yeah, use title marking and get stuck in. You can use title marking and get stuck in as well. Or if you're giving away too many yellow cards, no, they play for set pieces. Yeah. This tempo, you don't have to be too high because you're already flexible. So I wouldn't, your tempo doesn't have to be too high. Right? Fairly wide is fine. If you want to use the flanks a bit more, in other words, you want this ball to go to these guys a lot more often, go a bit wider, but it's only a good idea if you have players who can make those kind of passes. What you might gain a bit more is dribble less, but you might need them dribbling because you need to get through the tiers. This guy's going to bring the ball out, this guy's going to bring the ball out, but this is a hoof the ball tactic, basically. It's hoofing the ball, right? There's a lot of hoofing going on in this tactic. This, on the other hand, also plays with hoof, but I would just remove pass into space. Wouldn't use it all the time. Okay. But all the tactics are hoof the ball. That's it. I got nothing against it, but just have to warn you that all the tactics are hoof the ball. This guy is here where the winger is, right? And still, you don't need a fullback on attack in this tactic. If you're going to play hoof the ball, don't play fullback on attack because then he's going to go out of position. If you play this as a deep line playmaker on defense, then yes, let this guy go forward. Lower line engagement is too defensive. Drop this to here and you're fine. Yeah, and I'll play something like this. And that's how we set up this tactic. All right, next guys, save. Nathan Gibb. Adio Denag. No worries, man, Anton. Okay, all right, let's see now. It's not doing too badly. Team comparison. I don't know what your average is, right? Just gonna pick one player and then look at mentals. Positioning. 13. Okay, all right. So we're looking at about 13. Okay, 13 is the best. These kind of tactics, right? They're not going to create you a lot of chances unless you go camping or you play with a low block. These kind of tactics, especially this, is not going to create you a lot of chances unless you have teams attacking you and you hit them on the break. Anchorman is not going to vacate the space because he's going to always be in front of these two. You tried climbing. Yeah, I can see that, man. I thought that's why I didn't want to change your tactic too much. I thought you that was intentional. Inverted winger is a creative influence, but who's he creating for? Only this one player. Advance forward. So here I move the roaming playmaker to the left, right? So you get the roaming playmaker here, and then you get like maybe even a winger on attack. It's fine. Then you get something going, right? You get this players attacking the flanks. I would never play I would never create a tactic simply because it suits the players in my, suits them the best. I don't believe in that, right? I create a tactic based on the players I have, right? But also so that I can create space to score easy goals. That's the way I do it, right? So if I'm looking at your players like this guy, I was right. 13 is the number that you want to get. All right, let me check again. I'm pretty certain 13 is it. Defenders positioning 13, right? Okay, that's decisions. Hell, positioning 12. Okay, let's see now. Off the ball strikers 13. Yeah. Okay, hey, not bad. I didn't even look at this 13. Yeah, you gotta look for defender. You gotta look at defenders who got 13. That's the minimum like you need for positioning. 13. Your defenders aren't very good, man. Let's go quick pick. Let's look at your defenders, man. Your defenders don't look very good. Got Dante 14, but positioning, mentals, okay. Composure, concentration a bit off. Rajiv Van Holt, okay, he's not too bad. I say his mentals also very weak. This guy's position is far better as a winger, so what a waste. Boy Camper, I know this player. This player is good. This player is very, very good. Boy Camper is very, very good. He'll be playing every single match for me, man. As a central defender. I wouldn't stop using him. This guy's he's going to be a very good central defender for you. Yeah. Positioning, okay, you got at least two decent central defenders, right? So you got this guy and Boy Camper. Boy Camper is actually very good for this level, yeah. Okay, so you got two decent defenders. Why are you playing with an anchor man? This tactic, I would change it. Yeah. Let me look at the other tactic. This guy has to be in attack duty, attacking this way. Otherwise, roaming playmaker, looking for attacking options down inside the pockets. Again, this one. No, you got. You see, this AF is going off on his own. That means you're creating a tactic where there's only one guy who's going to score you goals. No, you don't want to do that. You want to have an option. So if I go inverted winger, this guy is 100% a winger. Or is either a winger or an inside forward. So all your tactics have to be something like this, right? So you get this option. I'll move the roaming playmaker to the left. No, I'm not accepting any more uploads, man. Yeah, for the Discord people, yeah, I'll look at saves later in the week. Yeah, I'll do a Discord only stream. Yeah. AF winger on attack, and then also the first teamers as well. Yeah, all the first teamers for them too. Okay, wingers attacking. That I'll do something like this for this to get you a bit more, right? Because and the roaming playmaker moving here. I wonder whether you have a box to ball winning midfielder support. Now this is not a bad combination. I wouldn't, please don't PI. Yeah, don't PI. Don't use all this pass it shorter stuff. And cross on deep, cross aim center, shoot more, first stay wider. Okay, do. Remove all that. Doesn't help your game any. Yeah. Yeah, having those PIs are not going to really help you. It doesn't make them make less mistakes, right? All right. So you want the I wouldn't. I'll remove all the PIs. Now the problem with this right now is this. When you use wingbacks in any kind of formation, these guys are gonna go attacking. They are definitely gonna they are very aggressive. So this again, the only thing about this wingback is he might go down the left flank and overlap the inverted winger once in a while, right? What you need to learn, what your team has to learn how to do is keep a clean sheet. And this is not helping you. So, if you're going to do a wing back, I'll probably play him on the side where there's a ball winning midfield, and I'll stop using an anchor man. I'll probably use a DM on defense. That's it. Keep it simple, right? Anchorman, they don't really move around. At least put in a play here. Okay, this guy is not that bad, right? Okay, let's look at your options for DM. Let's go team report. Squad depth. Okay. Show. Pascu. You have the players for this, right? This guy's like a playmaker, but he's not a tackler, right? Then this guy is also not good enough. Lee Van Cleef. Oh man, this sounds like an actor. Alright, I might play him there. Yeah. He's okay. His mentals are half decent. Concentration, decisions, determination, passing. He's an all-rounder, so I don't think he's gonna do you a bad job. Van Holt, passing, tackling. This guy, you train him, he can play in that position. Training? Why? No, jumping reach. Man, I definitely train him as a defensive midfielder. Even a halfback is not so bad. You can always retrain, you can always move him back, get him to learn all the other stuff as marking, passing. Yep. So you can play it as a DM. You need more DMs. DMs, you can never have too many DMs in your team. But you certainly have too many ball playing defenders. Okay, you have defenders. You got quite a solid bunch. I mean, you got Boy Camper here. Boy Camper is one of my favorite defenders in the game. Okay, this guy is also not a bad defender. You got two. You got three. Yeah, this guy is I don't know, man. Potential, that's about it. But other than that, well, you can use him you can definitely use him as he's fast. He'll make up for his mistakes. One thing about him, he's gonna make up for his mistakes. Like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, definitely can play. You got more than enough defenders, right? So definitely you gotta train him as a DM. And then let's look at your currently selected roles for tactic. Okay, thank you very much. Pascu can play here. Yeah. So you can definitely play with DM, and then you can play a ball winning midfielder here. Yep. Yeah, definitely can play with all that. Yep. You have the players for it. Okay, so you definitely have the players for it. Now the question is your final third. Play short, simple passes, thank you, but you're going to be on the first slow boat to China. Okay. This guy is just going to come in and score you goals. You don't want him to short. So this guy, play short, simple passes, try this guy, and you cannot play him as an inverted winger, right, on support. This guy has got, you just want him to go into the box and score a goal, right? Because he's just going to waste possession. Cuts inside, yeah, he's just going to be an inside forward. This guy is 100% inside forward. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for all the fish, c'est la vie. Now the problem is he's only a left footy, right? So you go to tactics, find out very strong, reasonable. Okay, all right. He's got a reasonable right foot. Okay, all right. Okay, he might occasionally go down the flanks and be a crosser. Then he might get into the box. Okay, can't have the best of both worlds. Okay. What about this guy? Passing, vision, decisions. Oh my goodness, this guy, all he can do is run with the ball, and that's about it. Okay. What else we got? Robin Polly, winger, right only, dribbling again. Can't cross the ball. This guy. Okay. We're running out of options, man. Okay. We're running out of options. For this team, right? This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting, man. Yeah, this two, 100%. I don't know what. This position could be, you might end up having to play some other player here. Okay, let's look at some of the other players. Yeah, Al Karuni. Just because you're a name, I'm only looking at you. Okay, that's not too bad actually. Because I only looked at him because of the AML. Okay, I'm gonna stick him here. Right only, right? And you can play him on the right flank, retrain him, put him on the right flank, turn him into an inverted winger, or you can use him. You can definitely use him, right? He can play as an inside forward on this flank. This player is a left footer, play short simple passes, inside forward on the right flank. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay, this guy can come here as an inside forward. Okay. So you then build a tactic according to what you have. And this position can be a winger on support. Yeah. Right. Instead of going this way, roaming play, not too complicated the system. You got winger on support. You can play inverted winger as well if you wanted to by putting Karuni here. Then we can play Yamger attacking. Yeah, he can. Yeah, they got all the inverted wingers. Yeah, they got another one over there. Yeah, I would go with something like this. A formation is something like this. But wingbacks, I probably go fullbacks, man. I hate wingbacks in FM. Cross less often, forget it. It will never happen. Cross from deep, no, maybe it might happen. Cross in far post, stay wider. Don't have to do that. Drop this. Okay, if you don't want them to cross too much, right? Go whew. I think the video should be coming out tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I think next week. I keep saying I want to release that video for you guys, but I haven't done it yet. Okay, go with this. Yeah, this is the only time I'll say PI the crap out of this player. Okay, dribble less, shoot less often, take fewer risks, cross from deep. Okay, cross less often. Bang, you got yourself a positive. All he does is he just follows the mentality of the team. Right, so if you're gonna do this, like this. Otherwise, you can also do something better. I prefer this role. Fullback on support. Then you can just remove all these. Okay. One thing about these roles, right? They can actually cross from deep. They'll look for these kind of passes all the time. And you can actually ask him to go further forward. Okay. So now he takes the initial position of the fullback, wingback. He won't dribble as much as the wingback, right? But he will look for early crosses. So this role is way better. For an underdog side, this is a much better role. See that? Bang. And he can ask him to cross from early. And this guy is definitely across the far post kind of. Yeah, he's definitely going to be crossing the far post. And he'll be sorted, man. Okay, I don't know, man. Now, I think the rest of the players, I won't be looking at every single player, but most of these are fine. This is your player, right? Okay. Because of your formation, right? The way you set up your formation, you don't have many options. This guy's got to be put out the wings. You got to retrain for the wings. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to have to create an entirely new formation just for him. So you have to retrain him for the wings. I would train him as an inverted winger. See, because if it's dribbling, right? Finishing, I would immediately train him as an inverted winger on the, basically just do this. That's it. That's his training for the rest of his life. Then you can play him in the tactic in that position. Yeah. So that's Koken. We are maybe a wrong team, man. Zahui. Can't find your player. I can't find your Zahui. I don't know if it's the same guy you're talking about. Yeah, I am looking for Zahui. I can't find him. Right, so Nesta Zahui. Yeah, I just looked at him. This player, Inverted winger on attack on left flank. That's it. Yeah. That's about it. He's an inverted winger on this flank. You have to retrain him based on your tactic. You gotta play to your strengths, right? So then you can play this position can be an inverted wing on attack. It can be an inverted wing on support. That's about it. Yeah. All right. So I've done Anton's one, right? Oh man. Oh, okay. We don't want to look tactics now. Okay. Oh, I've done this already. Okay. And then Dylan, yeah. That's it. If you do this on support, right, it's gonna drop here. This is, I mean, you can, you got hold up ball already, right? So just get a trade like comes deep to get the ball. You don't need to be too far away from these two players. Then he's gonna start looking for killer balls. Then you got this. You play him a support, then you got to give him killer balls. Drop this. Play like this, and then don't do this. Play like this. Yeah, remove the offside trap. Yeah. Don't do this, right? Don't play a much higher defensive line. And you don't need to. You can actually go as low as lower, and then you can play a standard line engagement. Right? Or you can play standard defensive line, standard line engagement as well. Yeah, I'll play like that. Counter, slow pace down. Slow pace down, I don't understand why you want your keeper to slow the pace down unless you want to keep possession of the ball. CD, ball playing. Okay, CD, DRP. Libero doesn't work when you got two playmakers in front of him. He's not going to be a libero anymore. Right? The reason why I say that is he, of course, is going to be a libero, but the moment you put a libero behind two playmakers, the libero is going to give the ball to the playmakers, and the playmakers have to do everything. Right? So just play CD on cover. Right? You're not going to get a tripartite, like, oh, creators from this side of the pitch. No, it's not going to happen that way. So CD covers. Yeah, this is fine. Distribute the center backs is fine. Much shorter passing. Focus play. Whip. Yeah, okay. Mix is actually better for this setup, right? Because you might have to do. This guy might go down the flanks and do a cutback for you in some of your other setups. Because some of you playing work ball into box, right? When you play work ball into box, go mix, right? Don't play whipped. Whip kind of limits your crossing style. Yeah, register DRP. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. What about PIs? More direct round while you boss the way close down more can. Yeah, more direct. Close down more. Yeah, this guy should roam. Yeah, he should roam. They get further forward. Okay, I guess that can work. Yeah, that can work. Regista is not so bad. The LP is gonna hold his position. This guy could afford to be a ball playing defender though. I'm more likely to go ball playing defender than libero. Libero, no way. Yeah, I probably won't use a libero in this setup. Yeah, much shorter. Dribble less is also possible, but be more expressive doesn't make you create more chances, right? So it's very team specific. For your team, I definitely won't use be more expressive. If you cannot score goals with this team, then yeah, hold up ball, shoot more often, roll from position, move the just goes out more. Yeah, something like this. But I would change your setup. Remove work ball into box as well. You don't need so many play instructions, right? So team instructions, I just remove this. Take short kicks. You want every single ball to be developed? No, don't. You got sweeper keeper, right? Or support. I wouldn't play short kicks all the way. I'll let the keeper make the decision because sometimes an early pass to the flanks can release these two players very quickly. Yeah, this is it. Prevent short keeper distribution 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's kind of safe. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this guy's going to drift. Yeah, it's safe. It's kind of safe, man. Yeah, that's it. Wouldn't change too much. Let's look at other tactics, right? Okay, let's just pull in the tactics now. Load tactics. Well, she's going to be fun. Okay, we are load tactics. BYT. Now we got all these other tactics. Okay, Warner. DLF, inside forward, AM, inverted winger. Okay, just move. Okay, this is a very straightforward tactic. Swap your DLP and your ball winning midfielder. That's it. Because the DLP is going to be more powerful here because this is a creative flank, right? So now you put your ball winning midfielder here. But your ball winning midfielder is more dangerous here because you're going to try, you got attacking duties in this area, right? So this is an area where you're likely to lose the ball. So I would just go DLP here, right? And ball winning midfielder here. That's it. Because this area now is become more powerful, right? You've got this group that are attacking and then he's supporting them, right? So you just, as long as you play a fullback support, you'll be fine here. DLF on attack, it's okay. I mean, like, if you find he's gonna hold up the ball for somebody, that's the thing about DLF on attack. He holds up the ball, right? And he looks for players and he's gonna drift in and drift out looking for options. So that's, yeah, I can. If you failing which, if you come up against a camp system, I'll go DLF on support. That's it. Pass into space, you can remove this. Doesn't make you better at passing the ball. It just means that everybody else is going to try and look for passes into space, risky pass. Just remove that. Only use it when your wings are open. When your opposition is open up the wings and you got options to attack, like their wingbacks to swipe the pitch. Yeah. Counter, press, high defensive line. That's fine. Yeah, I'll only make that one change. Yeah. Just swap. That's all you need to do. Right. And then swap this guy. CD cover here and CD defend. Yep, that's it. Because of course, this is a bit more aggressive, right? So something like that, split defense like that. It's not bad tactic. It's actually a pretty good tactic. Up. Organized door. AB. Okay. White playmaker. Okay, when you put a wide playmaker on the flanks, you're always looking to release somebody on the opposite flank. So this guy always has to have switch balls to other flank. DRP, Mazzala, going this way. This guy should be inverted wingback, screaming for that role. This is screaming for inverted wingback. Why? Because you got Mazzala, right? He's going to be attacking the spaces, right? It's vacating the space. Now, if you put an inverted wingback coming up this way, what you're going to have now is you're going to have a group of players going, hey, guess what? We're all looking for these two guys. Inverted wingback, going to play the ball here. You got DLP, wants to play the ball here. DLP wants to, it's a bit too many playmakers though, in my honest opinion. Turn this guy to box to box. Yeah, it's just way too many. Right? I'll go box to box. Why? A box to box here is not, why they go AP? Box to box, yeah. Go box to box, that's not too bad. Inside forward attacking. Wing back, a bit aggressive on this flank, but yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Wide playmaker, this guy needs to switch balls to other flank. Focus play, no. Focus play here. Focus play here. Don't focus play through the middle. Right, now you got this whole group of players looking to unlock these two. This guy can be a round router even. But it's going to be very one-dimensional, right? So this Mazzala is going to end up here sometimes. Right. Okay. Lower line of engagement. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. They use title marking, get stuck in. Yeah. Other than that, DLP box. I like this. This kind of new, kind of funky. But I would definitely go inverted wingback. Then you got this whole group of players looking to release this too, because you're playing a middle block. Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad. Very, very creative tactic. Very, very creative. Okay. Classic. I wonder what Green Crocodile's classic tactic looks like. Oh. Good old fashioned. Roaming, white playmaker. Okay, I love this. This is sweet. This is very nice. If you can, right, what you do is come in here, set up passing, come back to him, go up to him, go to more direct, come back to this, turn him back, and guess what? He's got more direct passes on now. Okay, so what you're gonna get is this guy pinging one over the top, if that's what you want. I mean, I figure that's what you were trying for with Dick Morris. Poacher and Tracotista. This I don't like. Okay, because Poacher does not move into channels. If the Tracotista is paired with another attack duty, that moves in the channels, that's fine. This guy's gonna stay in the box most of the time. So you can go track, double tracks. It actually works. It's actually kind of yo-yo. The two track Cortices keep dropping off and then going to the box, dropping off and going to the box. Kind of funky, right? Or if you think that's too funky for you, but as long as you have one move into channels with him, right? Okay. Or you could play any role, even pressing forward on attack. I think he moves into channels. Yeah, okay. You just need a move into channels. Why? You want him drifting away, making space for the track. White play. Okay, the only thing I disagree with is the white playmaker here on attack. I mean, if you have a white playmaker, he's going to look for options. He doesn't have very many except with a late arrival here. So your tempo is going to be slow. Yeah, the only way this is going to happen, the only way you're going to get love from this guy is if this guy is camping. So you're moving a team around. Ball into box. So if you want to do this, right, then alternatively, this guy becomes an inverted winger on attack or a winger on attack. Then it makes sense to have a white playmaker here, right? Otherwise, you're looking at things like a complete wingback on attack from here, yeah, and then you're looking at things like a role that drops off, like a pressing forward on support. No, I gotta choose something like DLF on support who moves to the channels. Okay, then this guy drops off. Then you got this guy coming this way. Then the white playmaker has got more options, right? This player is dropping off, and this we never know where he's gonna be. And this guy doesn't overlap, right? So that is different. So overlap. These guys are overlapping. You get a lot more movement from this tactic this way. I get what you're trying to do. We get a lot more movement. But I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. I'll just leave it on standard defensive with. Lower line of engagement means you're drawing teams into your third before you win the ball and you try to do the funky. Yeah. But I'll go lower tempo, giving more of your team time to build up play. I would definitely not. Okay, I will never play hit early crosses. I either work ball into box or no. I won't use a single TI in that final third. I'll just keep it like that. This is domination. This is meant to keep the ball because you've got all. You set it up in such a way you're gonna have to keep the ball in your opponent's third. So in order for you to play this tactic really well, you need good players, right? You can't do this with average players because these players are all involved in the transition. This guy's gonna drop. This guy's gonna go this way. This guy sit narrow. Add sit narrow to this guy. I think he's already active, right? Okay, yeah. So he's gonna come inside here. This ball winning midfielder is going to create space so the white playmaker is going to come here. This fullback is going to end up here. Right. So what does he need to do? He needs to cross. Does he need to cross? No, I don't think so. You don't have to give him cross aim instructions. But this is not bad. I'll just make small tweaks like this to give you more options, man. Just small options. But I like this tactic. It's not bad. 4-4-2. Got to love me a 4-4-2, man. Okay, we've got a FC United tactics. Oh, wow. We've got a 4-2-3-1 deep. Ball winning midfielder. Volante. Okay, can work. Ball playing defender. Inverted wingback on auto. Cheatable. Take more risk. Shoot. Careful the forward. Close down more. Tackle hard. Ouch. Okay, one thing about this, right, is if you play inverted wingbacks on auto with an attacking mentality, right, with underlaps, these guys are hyper attacking, you know that. You know, they're like the maximum mentality already. They can't go any higher than that. So this is extremely risky, and you already told them to take even more risks. So you're never going to see the ball come back to you. Right? It's got ping pong all day long. That's the first thing. The second thing is you cannot use inverted wingbacks with double DMs. You gotta go like this. Then the inverted wingbacks come here. And then you got aeroplane. Okay? So this is how you want to play with double inverted wingbacks. You want to play this? Yeah. You gotta play like this. Okay? So this guy becomes a halfback. This guy becomes any roaming role. Right? So he helps you roam. This guy will split. These guys will come into the center. inverted. Remember, I don't know. You had auto, right? So go auto. Only problem with this setup is this, right? This is the only problem. Okay. The biggest problem with this setup is your flanks are always going to get overrun. If you don't keep the ball, you're dead. So these 3 attacking duties aren't helping you, right? So what you need from them is some form of comeback and help us. You put mark position. What happens is that you're forcing teams to give you the ball, right? So if they press, these guys are going into the wingback positions. So maybe you want something like this, inverted wingback. Then if this is how you set it up, right? So if you want them to mark specific position, which is mark the fullbacks, then you actually want these guys in a higher position, and then you want them to just go defend duty. Something like this, right? Then these guys will end up here. This guy will end up here. You got your 3. You got a 2 and a 3, and this guy's gonna roam. Then you can afford to release these 3 because you're using the DL. You're using this marks, because what you're trying to do is create a defensive line trap where you want these players to press the fullbacks. The fullbacks under pressure, they clear the ball, and then you win the second ball. This will happen. But if you do it like this, you might not win the second ball, right? And if you play it like this, you're definitely not going to see inverted wingbacks come in. These guys will default into playing like wingbacks, so they go down the flanks. So you're not gonna get any love from them. So you do this. So if that's your intention to play with inverted wingbacks, then this is gonna be quite strong. I will turn this in Shadow Strike. I will turn this into a complete forward, so it moves around a lot more. You got winger on attack, inverted wingback. It's a very aggressive tactic though. Yeah, you don't have to go all the way. You just got to come somewhere around here. Standard defensive line, standard line engagement. Right. Don't have to get stuck in. Just play like this. Right. Don't have to run this tactic runs the defense. It's going to be a problem for a lot of defending teams. Then you don't have to do work ball into box. Just leave it away. And then counter press. This is exactly how this is how I set it up. Right. So if you lose the ball, then just change one of these roles to support duties. That's it. That's it, man. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we've got. We got the T2 sugars. F9. The problem with this kind of tactics is this, right? They're not camping tactics. The 4-3-3 DM tactics are not camping. They are like counter-attacking tactics. They're more like very defensive tactics that are meant to attack teams, right? So if you do something like this, where your F9 draws and holds out the ball and looks for somebody to play, then you're really depending on one guy against a packed defense to get this guy into goal-scoring opportunities. So these systems are not very good at camping, right? They're only good at counter-attacks. They're basically counter-attacking systems. So deep line, this can pop. This guy should be advanced forward attacking. This guy should be you see, this is the flank on support, right? So you want this guy dropping. So maybe an inverted wing on support. Now you've got a bit more going for you. Give this guy some width. Then the wing on attack. Now you got players coming to the center. This guy giving width. This guy looking to create something. Inverted winger, you got one who can play from deep. Yeah. So, and this guy can be a volante on support, volante on attack. This is fine. Wing back this way. In fact, I would turn this guy into a complete wing back on support. So you get this guy, he might pop in this direction, right? Because they will not sit narrow, but what they will do is sometimes they will roam into this position. You can definitely okay. Nah, you go like this, man. Or I'll play like this, but I'll not play like this. This is asking for trouble, right? Because you know these guys aren't coming back to help you defend. But if there's anything I'll do, I'll either do this or I'll do this. Because I got players in the middle, so they can come in the middle, lose the ball, and I hit one over the top and I get a goal scoring opportunity. Or I play 50-50. Player defense is not necessary for this tactic. The fewer PIs you have, the better, because you want to get the ball out quickly. So if there's anything else, we'll put, this is the best way of setting it up. Yeah, guys, that's it. Take short kicks. You can play take short kicks. Yeah, counter press. Yeah, this when you're a bottom heavy system like this, right? You better off play counter press. You know why? Because by the time you have to work the ball all the way up the pitch again, it's gonna take a while. So you might as well counter press. This is one time I say counter press. Like 3-5-2s as well. I go with counter pressing all the time. Why? Because of 5-3-2s, right? You got 5 defenders. You took so much time to get out of the pitch. If I lose the ball there, I might as well try and get those boys to win the ball back and try and do it again. So yeah. So other than that, yeah, I would avoid too many PIs in this tactic. It's just gonna harm your tactic, man. But something like this, yeah, sweet. You can afford to go positive a bit more. Yeah, increase the risk because the tactic is already so formationally so defensive. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, don't have to. Yeah, the idea with this is to create a good creative fulcrum, right? So you get these two guys at least, advanced forward running into the box with he has some friends, right? F9 dropping in would have been too much pressure on the one F9 to create goal scoring opportunities. Like this, you get more goal scoring opportunities. You get a bit more variety in your goal scoring patterns as well. How do you decide between a higher or much higher defensive line? Okay, basically this is how you decide. When you play with the defensive line is how willing are you to see your fullbacks not helping out with defense. That's the decision you have to make. When Liverpool play with Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? When Liverpool with Trent Alexander-Arnold like a winger, that's when they're playing with a much higher defensive line. That's Liverpool. So the question you want to ask yourself is, do you want to see your fullbacks playing like Trent Alexander-Arnold? That's when you're playing a much higher defensive line. So I for one never play much. I hardly ever play much higher defensive line. But for me, standard and high is the most I go, right? So yeah, that's how you decide. You have to make the decision. How willing are you to see your back line get into attack? That's a decision you have to make. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming on today's stream. We've been absolutely fantastic. Wonderful lot of players. Wonderful lot of managers here we have. We managed to get through quite a few tactics. So the next time you want to have your tactics cover on the show, make sure you come in early and drop in your links. I think I covered all the tactics that you guys sent out today. And if I didn't get to cover any tactics, I'm sorry. I do apologize. There is only limited time, right, before I lose my voice. If I lose my voice, I can't do this anymore, can I? Okay, so I want to thank everybody for your support. You've been absolutely fantastic. If you like the show, hit the like button. It really helps. I'll catch up with you guys very, very soon. The guys on Discord, we're going to do one, not today, Wednesday. Okay, guys, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.